Hello and welcome back everybody to Good Game 1 College Esports Championship. This is me Lucifer and today along with me is Cruciator and we are back to find the rising stars and rising teams from colleges. And Cruciator, I'm telling you, we have had two interesting days of matches and today it's going to be day 3 and I'm pretty sure none of these college teams are backing off. What are your thoughts on this?
I haven't actually been following the competition yet, but the way you're describing it, it seems really interesting, and I'm just very excited to get into it.
It's going to be really interesting. Count my words, Cruciator, because as we saw from the start, from day 1, day 2, there were teams were doing domination from one end. Then there were teams who were coming back close to matches that were getting from 13-10 or something like that. But we'll be watching those matches later part of the day. But now we will go back to the tournament structure. We'll be starting off with 48 teams, as we said. Till date, we have done with around 15 teams, 16 teams who have played. 14 teams, my bad. 14 teams have played the matches of best of 1 because from here, the 8 groups that we have will be heading on to only 8 teams qualifying to the phase 2 of the tournament, where it'll be just 2 groups out of which 4 teams qualify, and the playoffs is just going to be intensive. But Cruciator, one thing, with from 48 teams and a huge jump to just 8 teams, how intense do you want the battle to be?
You probably want to see double overtimes coming up for that, and okay, looks like we come to the prize pool. Do you want to take it away, Lucifer?
Yep, the prize pool is what we'll be looking forward to in this college esports championship. The total prize pool is going to be 5 lakhs, but for the Valorant tournament, it's going to be 1,74,000. The first place will be getting 80,000, second place 40,000, and the third placed team will be getting 20,000. But there are individual prizes as well as weekly prizes. It starts off with the best player who will be grabbing away 10k for himself or herself. Player of the week will be getting 18,000. This is the total prize pool of 18,000, not a total prize pool of 18k for one player, because it'll be distributed on a weekly basis. But coming to best econ rating as well as best aim, we'll be talking about 3k per team. But now today's match, it will be between SRM Super Kings versus LMIIT Lakehawks on the map of Ascent. In the recent trend, Cruciator, we have seen it's been the map of Ascent. And how much do you like the map of Ascent?
Honestly, the other tournaments that I've been casting for, they've all just gone Ascent. They've all been wanting to play on Ascent, and each team thinks that they play really good on Ascent. But at the same time, both teams have that confidence, and you just know that the matches get intense on Ascent. You can just rotate back and forth and just get those things going.
I agree with you. I mean, it's a community-based map. We have seen Ascent throughout the Valorant scene in India. So it's going to be I would say, fairly competitive map for all the teams here. But now starting off, we have a Jet, we have a Reyna, we have Brim, Sova, as well as a Cypher on the end of SRM. But on the end of Lakehawks, we have a Sage, Killjoy, Omen, and Sova with the Phoenix. And compositions kind of similar, but change up in terms of the smokes coming through. I mean, Brim smoke, talking about it, it's going to be one of the worst smokes in the Valorant because it's too dusty. I mean, it is a sky smoke. They've intended it to be like that, and that's going to block a lot of vision compared to the dark cover. Yes, it's going to put you in completely a dark vision, but still you have something to look around, not compared to the Brimstone. But Brimstone, he does have his limitations. So how will this round fare is what we'll be looking it off as we kick off in the pistol round.
Indeed, and as you were talking about the Brimstone smokes and the Omen smokes, there really is a difference. And just how you said it, the visibility inside the smokes. And okay, looks like we'll be starting the round. Frank putting in that quick peek.
Oh, he's with a quick initiation going around. With a quick initiation that has been started from both these teams here, and all of a sudden with the quick interaction the teams have just stopped. I mean, yes, a little bit of sprays are coming dark, they've pushed across the smoke, an owl drone will come but he'll miss that Phoenix, but still the execution is about to happen. Everybody are tucked in A site and looks to be an A execution, but things are delayed.
They really are. Looks like the SRM Super Kings will be playing it a bit slow. Or wait, I apologize. It's the LNMIIT Lakehawks will be attacking first, and looks like they'll be taking it slow, and looks like they'll be going in for a rotate. They might face off against a Jet who is inside mid cubby, and with a ghost in hand. She's already heard people coming in, so this might be a quick pick for her. She spots him going in for the shots, but she wasn't able to get that kill. Moves
30
back,
seconds
and
left.
they'll be trying to get that kill pretty quickly. Nimith coming in, takes that heat from Sage and moves back. Spots someone on top of tree. Almost gets that kill, but then again, they will be moving back.
They are moving back there. Just 13 seconds on the clock. They need to make it in the side. But there's one
10
person
seconds
to
left.
make them stop from getting the spike down. Yes, the spike planted has been taken down. 8 seconds on the clock. The Brim is making a lot of damage. He might be able to get this. And because of Brim, that round has been completely taken away. What a beautiful play coming from Brim on the backside. SRM starting things off. Played with patiently. Yes, their Jet had pushed into mid cubby, as you said, Cruci, but very unfortunate that the Jet could not get the kill. But the Brim eventually got it. He did not worry. He waited. The calm and composure in that man coming through and getting those 3 kills in his favor. He did a heavy lift for his team. But now, starting off with the second round, they have an anti-eco advantage in terms of weaponry.
Indeed, they do, and very well played by Dudu by denying the plant twice, not even once. Next round, and Frank going in for that early kill. He takes one, he will take the heal, goes for 2, spots the third one. He does not get it, moves back. They're not aware of the Sage on the left, and Sage might be able to get this kill. She
Player
will get
standing.
one, and she gets taken out by Frank. Third kill for the round, and Dudu takes out Chad. Quick round by SRM Super Kings there.
It was indeed a quick round. It had to go in their hand, Chrissy, because they had weapon advantage. But the Sage over there, hiding right behind the boxes. Nobody checked him. But very unfortunate as the first kill came through, he could not follow up on that because Frank was ready. Frank was waiting to get it back in his favor. And right now, it's a very important round for the attackers because it's going to be their full buy and they need to convert it right here, right now. Otherwise, they'll be going in for another hard eco and creds and the economy will not look great.
Very true. Conquesta going in, putting in the smokes, announcing that they will be pushing towards the A side. They're still not pushing in way too hard though. And then it puts in a flash. There's the Renat Vine though. Frank is actually playing it really cheeky at this point.
Frank is at a very good position. He might be able to catch one. He does. He has a dismiss in his favor. He could not change the guns. Went a little bit greedy for the guns. Very unfortunate. He'll be traded out. But immediate trade coming from the Cypher. He'll bring it back to an advantage for his team. SRM still on top of this battle as well as the attackers at a disadvantage. Yes, they do have weaponry that might work. But look at the number of traps Cypher has put in. There's no way they'll be able to easily get into sight. And they need to be worried about it. Yes, the Omen is there. He has dark covers. I think has a paranoia. But look at Cypher playing cheekily, holding a crop. He'll get another kill for his team, and it's up to the last 2 people surviving from the attackers.
One enemy remaining.
The way you just were talking about this.
Remaining.
Oh,
30 seconds
Anthony comes
left.
and takes out Dead Sec.
What?
1v1 for Anthony. He's already spotted him, and the Brimstone just moves back because he does not want to get killed. He wants to win this round for his team. He might be playing for time even. He's heard him coming in.
He needs to play.
Yep, the wall goes up. Oh, Anthony coming in with a clutch. 1-2 becomes the score. And LNM IIT Lakehawks will be coming in with the first round. As you just said, Lucy, they did win the full buy, and looks like SRM will also go for a full buy this round. So that was actually a bonus round for SRM, and we'll see how things fare from here on out.
I agree with you. We have to look forward to what happened here. That was a round that the side of Team SRM could have pulled it back because they were at man count advantage. They were in terms of, I would say, position advantage because they had the side. There were a lot of traps, but went way too eager because within a blink of an eye, they lost the control of the side. Went to a 1v1. Very unfortunate for them, but Frank going for a quick peek will not be able to get that one as he only gets damage in his favor and he'll be going down to a couple of HP down. But in the meantime, Jod is looking for a couple of kills. Will miss a lot of shots. Fur will not. He'll get it back to the side of SRM. Now this is going to be a round that is very important for the side of defenders. They need to pick it back and Frank says yes, I'm going to bring it back.
On the other hand, we are seeing Edge on the A side, and looks like it's a 3v5 for the attacking team. That is LNM IIT Lakehawks, and well, they're just holding it out. They just trying to see if the defenders make a push, try to get a pick and make it a little bit more into their favor, but doesn't look like the Super Kings will do that. Might even go for a rotate. Anthony with the spike. Yep, he is going in for a rotate, and he might meet someone right after he peeks this corner.
He needs to be worried about it now, because in the previous round, if you remember, Brim at a cheeky angle was able to get that round back, but look at this, crossfires, unable to read it, but Sova will manage to convert it. What? Jet missed that. Sova is doing a lot of damage. He's gotten 2 kills, but just at 10 HP surviving, but brought it back to a 3v3 situation. It's doable, but he needs to be worried about his health as well. They do not have healing available here, but they can take the side, but they're losing a lot of time. 15 seconds on the clock. Now Omen coming up huge, but the Sage has the
10
spike.
seconds
Sage
left.
needs to make her way into sight, otherwise this round is all lost.
Does seem like it's shot that comes in. AirG has been damaged and he's been taken out by Suman. 3k coming for Suman. All 3 attackers on the B side. Spike already planted. It's a 1v3 for Frank. We've seen him play really well up till now, and he'll be taken out quickly actually by Conquesta. 2-2 becomes the score. Lakehawks showing that they have the power to actually tackle Super Kings.
I agree with you, man. Cruzy. This is like a proper gameplay coming from the side of Team Lakehawks. I mean, you saw initially went for an A push. It did not work out. Took some time, regrouped, and this is the kind of strategy and play we need to look at games. I mean, sometimes people become very eager, very fast, and I think that's what happened here from the side of Team SRM Super Kings. They had a really good crossfire at mid, unable to convert it. They lost the round, lost the economy as well as creds as they go into an eco round right now against Lakehawks.
Indeed, they have had to go in for an eco round, as you just said, and we'll see how they actually tackle it, because having sheriffs in hand, you really need great aim to actually go ahead and win those rounds. Killjoy puts in a strong grenade just to check up on Wines. Silver zone coming in, AirG with the sheriff, and oh, he spots Killjoy, but the ultimate will be coming in from Sova, the Hunter's Fury. Oh, it will be hitting RJ, maybe. No, it will not. He's just still on the side. Swarm grenade coming in. He
Cypher?
is living just barely.
What? Cypher, come on. Like, how are you surviving? You're not even received a single bullet. He's just standing there with the sheriff trying to land kills, but there's a shotgun kill that comes. How are you surviving here, Cypher? 18 HP on this guy. Will he be able to get a kill? But because his team does not look like they're surviving any longer, Jod is going to get 2 kills as well as Anthony to confirm the round for his team, and that's going to be a flawless coming in for the side of Lakehawks. I mean, Cypher, what did you do that whole round? You were just running from one end of the site to another end. I mean, from green boxes to generator and vice versa, but still surviving just with a sheriff. If you're able to dodge bullets like that, Cypher, I'm pretty sure you're going to deal a lot of damage with the gun that you have. But your team looks to be a little bit aggressive and kind of a bit overconfident. So the side of Team SRM Super Kings need to make a comeback here, because this is their full buy round.
They do indeed, and Cypher on the other hand, the previous round, exactly. I mean, he just had a sheriff, and he was just trying to make that play, but instead he was not able to land those shots and get a few kills. And looks like we'll be seeing another small A push, it seems, because they're just trying to bait someone out from the gateway.
Joke's over.
And it won't be happening though.
Scanning ahead.
The ult comes in, and someone puts in. Taco Killjoy also uses ult. They've actually managed to use 3 ults in the previous 2 rounds. Brimstone ultimate coming in to destroy the attack into his lockdown, and Frank coming in from the back. He had his ult on him. Gets 1, gets 2, but he's taken on by Anthony from the side.
Spike
1v4
down
for
A.
the Lakehawks, but 1v3 now. Someone might still have this in his bag, but it'll be really difficult for him because his location is known. He is out of utility at this point. All he has is a Vandal and full HP. Spots the Cypher, takes him out, but he'll be taken out quickly by DeadSec, taking this round for the Super Kings.
Very unfortunate for the side of attackers. I mean, they do have a sentinel to watch their back. Very unfortunate. I'm not sure whether the alarm bot or even the turret was placed to watch a backstab, but looking at such a huge backstab coming from both the Rhino and The Jet as well, both the duelers pushing in. I did not see from where they actually pushed in, but I think it should be either mid or B main. But a very fast backstab coming through to take out 4 people and let alone Sova do a lot of damage. I mean, Sova did manage to try get 1 kill, but that's all he ended up with. But very unfortunate for his end. But 4 people will be lighting up like a Christmas tree with the recon. 1 kill coming in for Fur. Fur might be going for a follow-up, but he sees the turret and he understands that this is not a battle that he wants. In the meantime, Resurrection comes through. Fur still manages to land that wide peak kill. What a beautiful play coming in from Fur, and baits himself as Rena replaces his position.
Amazing play by Fur, and Frank might even be able to get a few more kills here because they do not expect anyone to be in this corner. No, they actually do. Nimit checks that angle, and Frank with the dismiss moving away. Oh, that's been taken out by Anthony, however, so it was not as profitable as you might have thought. Frank still trying to get a few picks, trying to get someone out through the smoke, but he will actually be keeping his position anonymous. Goes on towards logs, and on the other hand, the attackers they're just holding again. We've seen this slow play happening since the first round itself, and I I really don't know if this will work out for them throughout the game because slow play from the attackers is not a very usual thing that we see, honestly.
30 seconds left.
They're still on the B side, and they've actually not made any plays in this
One
side.
enemy remaining.
Ball comes in, Fur gets 2.
Spike down.
4th kill for Fur.
He's on an ace. He's on an ace. He wants that ace, but Frank says that's okay. I mean, we won the round. That is more important, and that's going to be 4th point online for the side of Team SRM. But what a play from Fur there. I mean, this man, insane on that play coming through. I mean, yes, there was a resurrection because of which Frank got a kill, but it was about to be an ace because Fur did manage to get 4 kills. But very well played from the side of Team SRM, if I'd like to say. Because look at the team game where we saw Fur going in for a peek, got a kill, came back. He saw there were too many people pushing him, but Rena had repositioned. In the meantime, as Rena took a dismiss, Soa also repositioned in that position but was unable to land the kill. Very unfortunate, but the round did still work in their favor. But look at Frank again pushing very close to the side, but will be flashed with the curveball, and this might be the end. But no, Fur says going to be a good trade coming in for the side of defenders, and back to a 4v4.
Indeed, Fur with the updraft comes in. He spots people, but he will not be able to pick up any kills through it. Curveball coming in again from Nimit, but he decides against it. Nimit has been marked pretty well, but oh, the Vandal will not be putting a wall through there. Dead Sex recon dart goes in vain.
The side
4v4
of Team
still,
SRM have done the damage.
Indeed, it's still a 4v4, but it looks like Team Lakehawks will be going back towards A side, and Nimit gets a kill on mid, getting the player advantage again, and things. I mean, they really need to turn around for Team SRM. Cypher with the camera has spotted Nimit from Garden, but looks like Nimit will be putting up the wall, maybe to heal himself. Oh, he gets one. Oh, he tries to get another, but Anthony coming in, taking out AG.
30 seconds left.
Fur, the only one left, maybe. Oh, it's Fur and another, the Sova
Spike
left.
planted.
1v2 now. Oh, things have actually gotten interesting. Anthony, the only one standing, but we have seen him play really well. Both players coming in from heaven. Slow up coming in. Fur going up towards Anthony, but he'll be taking him out pretty easily without even Anthony looking at him, actually. And 3rd kill of the round coming in from Fur. The score will now read 5-3. SRM is in the lead.
SRM is in the lead, 2 rounds in the lead, and right now the side of Team SRM are playing smart, because if you look at that, the first kill coming in for Fur from trees was on Phoenix, and I mean Phoenix going down, that was a correct read from Anthony there, but very unfortunate that Fur was just very smart there. He just moved around, went back to rafters and dropped down. I mean, dashed into Jen there. I mean, took his positioning. That was just very unfortunate for Anthony not to be able to understand. But now with the operator coming online, I'm looking forward to a lot of op kills, but there'll be nobody contesting this as everybody has lined themselves out at A main. But with 1 kill coming through, a Hunter's Fury to counter it immediately, a lot of damage being done, and that's going to be its Nimit going down, and very unfortunate it's back to a 4v4, but also a lot of people received damage just because of that Hunter Fury, because everybody was stuck at A lobby.
Indeed, I mean, they were all reconned, and the kill that DeadSec just got there, that was pretty amazing to actually see, because we've seen early on Sovals working out pretty well for themselves, and getting at the man advantage. Although this was more of a trade, if you could say it so, because they already had a man down. But at the same time, they're still outside A. Looks like they don't rotate very quick because they try to just hold on to the site and maybe make the defenders rotate instead. Frank takes out Suman with the operator. Finally, the first off kill we've seen in this match. For coming in with the kill on
One
Conquesta.
enemy remaining.
Things are not looking too good at this point for the Lakehawks, and SRM will be pushing in hard. Last kill maybe coming in by 4. Yes, it will. 3k for 4 again.
The side of SRM right now, Cruci, they're just walking away round after round. I mean, their play, their positioning is just proper. I mean, they're playing precise. They're not right now overpicking. Yes, as we started it off, they were a bit overconfident. They thought that it could be easy kills coming through, but a couple of players from the side of Lakehawks did have a lot of answers, and they did manage to convert the rounds and get it 3 in their points table. But right now, it's SRM with 3 points lead. With 9 rounds done, we are just 3 more rounds away from the first half, and the side of Lakehawks needs to start finding answers. But a very good repositioning coming in from the Cypher. He has B site under control right now, and nobody from the site need to be worried about it. But look at this mid push coming from the side of defenders. They've taken a lot of area and also told their teammate Jet to come here, and this is going to be a very important mid positioning or control they've taken. As one kill comes through, Fur takes on another. Now the side of attackers are completely boxed in from too many angles to be clearing it. Now as Fur lands the third and going to be closing this round very soon, as it's up to last person surviving, and that's going to be a 4k from Fur. Fur was just easily finding those frags one after the other as everybody is walking to his crosshair.
I mean, it's really amazing what we're seeing for do here, because I don't think we've seen him do less than 1 kill at least per round. And even the first round itself, he got quite a few kills, and right now we've seen him do a 3k, doing 4ks. Like, he's just pretty much waiting for the ace to come into him. And we've already seen 2 4ks from him in this game. So, I mean, he might be a very pivotal player in this game.
I agree with you. I mean, a lot of people and the viewers will be rooting for him to get an ace right now, because 3Ks, 4Ks, we have seen this a lot of times to have this happen to a lot of Jet players. But with this recon coming in, one person, the Phoenix, will be revealed. But again, look at the positioning from the side of SRM. They do not fear about them getting backstabbed or caught at an off angle, because they themselves are pushing in, taking map control in their favor. And the side of Lakehawks are just giving this up. Yes, there's a Sova right now, but that's the only person who was watching the backstab. They did not think that Frank will push him from Cat. And that did happen, but now they have to execute to be. Nonetheless, they cannot come back because a lot of area has been taken. And as I say, Frank takes one, DeadSec will take down that run it back. And now the side of Team Lakehawk again have been completely boxed out. And with the Rena's Empress coming online, she might be able to find a kill, but Conquester will be at a really good position and will catch him off guard. And that's going to be a kill that did come in their favor. Farah is trying to run away because he has an operator. He cannot spray with his gun.
One enemy remaining. Spike down.
We get another one. DeadSec takes out Anthony. 1v4, and Conquesta will be taken out once again. This might actually become a 9-3 round if
Last
Lakehawks
round
don't
in
manage
the
to
half.
get a few more, like get this round at least, because 8-4 is like one of the few minimums that you just need to have that little bit of confidence inside of you that yes, I can still win the game. 9-3, it's pretty difficult to come back from.
I agree with you. I mean, the side of Lakehawks needs 8-4 on the scorecard right now. If they let go of this round, the side of SRM just are 1 round away from double digits. So the side of Lakehawks need to answer back right here, right now. And if they lose it, it's not going to look good. But on the side of defense, they have double operator playing this time, and it's just making matter worse for the side of attackers.
I mean, looks like they might just be a bit too confident with themselves on their hopping skills even. And for still looking towards mid, he might actually find... No, he will not be finding Nimit. Go back, Edge is still looking towards mid, and they see quite a lot of plays happening on B. Frank peeks out, he gets 3, and he's taken out in the end by Suman. Damn, amazing push by Frank there. Another kill coming in last from DeadSec. 9-3 becomes the score. Things are not in favor of LNM IIT Lakehawks.
What a play coming in Frank there. I mean, he just pushed through his own defender smoke. He went through that brim smoke. He got 3k there, even though 4 people were right behind that smoke. I mean, they should have had an advantage. They should have seen the rifle coming. Very unfortunate. They were trying to spray something, and Frank managed to push out like a snake there and got a very cheeky kill. I mean, that's just nasty coming out from Frank. But now this is going to be a very important round from the side of Lakehawks to make a comeback. If they don't, as I said, double digits online, 3 more rounds for the side of Team SRM, and SRM will walk away with the victory on match 1 of day 3.
Indeed, it does seem like it. And like the smoke pushing thing, I was just reminded of Stewie 2K there, like Stewie 2K from Team Liquid on CSGO. Frank might be taken out here. Oh no, he will not. He instead takes out Conquestor, even after peeking late on towards that side. And Jord currently on B boathouse. He might get a few kills, he might not, but the thing is that he really needs to get a few kills here. But he'll be spotted by Fur before he gets a chance to react, and he'll be out as well. 3v5, another kill by Frank. 2v5 now for the defenders. Another one by Frank. Frank and Fur are basically just running for kills at this point. The last one is Mimith, and he might be taken out by the Sova. Yes, he will. Deadcheck coming in with that flawless round. 10-3 has become the score, and SRM Super Kings have entered the double digits.
SRM Super Kings right now feeling themselves, and duelists, these are the kind of duelists that you need for your team. Get your entry, be confident in terms of their aim prowess, and that's what these two Jets as well as Reina are managing to do for their team. Right now Lakehawks seem like they're completely wary about what they can pull. Right now we can also see a force coming on the anti-eco round. They understand the importance of this round because double digits online means that they're getting closer to match point, and any time this match can just go away in their hands. But look at Frank, he's again not stopping. He takes down the wall, and Fur is already in market, and he might be able to take a kill or two. He gets the first one, he's going to get another one, but Frank will come in and save him because with 21 HP he might have been traded off there. But a very good play coming in. Now it's all up to Jot to hold the side because his counterparts are all the way at A. He gets one kill, but that's all about it, as Dodo says good night to him.
Indeed, now it's all up to Conquestor and the Sova, that is Suman. Suman gets one, Suman gets two. Fur has been taken out dead. Oh, Frank comes and takes out Suman right as he was reloading on the Sheriff since he had no other guns. That was not very fortunate for him. Conquestor on the other hand coming towards side, he will be checking boathouse, but he might get taken out from the back. The recon dart has come in. Conquestor might go in for the half defuse. No, he will not. Did think about it, but Deadcheck comes in with another round. Conquestor has been taken out. The Ares gets picked up, maybe? Yep, they will pick up the Ares for some reason. And 11-3 becomes the score. Things are not looking good for LNM IIT Lakehawks right now, Lucy.
I agree with you. I mean, look at the side of Team SRM Super Kings. They're confident. Their morale boost is too high for the side of Team Lakehawks to bring it down. And I think we are just going to close this round being one-sided. If any answers needs to be met, it needs to be here, because after this it's going to be a match point, and after match point we have seen a lot of teams not letting go of any rounds, and I think that's what will happen. It looks to be a very quick A rush coming through. The sound cue will be heard. There'll be a blaze wall preventing that from happening, but Suman will land a shock dart kill on his clone, and that's going to be a very important kill because the initiator from the attacker's end has been lost.
Gate goes down, Mimith takes it out instantly. Fur with the Phantom on Heaven. He will be facing off against Suman, and he takes him out. Jod coming in, taking out both duelists. Amazing play by Jod. AJ on the other hand only at 8 HP, so this might as well just be a... Wait, both the attackers are on very low HP. Both are under Heaven right now. And Anthony takes out one. Last one left, he's been spotted. And it's not good for them. Dudu manages to get another kill on the other hand. Hot hands go in and they'll be taken out. Finally, one more round going to Team LNM IIT Lakehawks. And as you just said, I don't think they're gonna let go.
That was a very smart play coming from the side of... I'm not sure if they just took that call because of the value or the economy that they had, or whether it was a calculated strategy coming through. Because having a judge with you when the opponent is directly rushing always gives you an advantage, and Jod played it really well with that advantage. I mean, the duelist with their push coming through, he went right in their face, shut them down and got the round back as team. But things might be a little bit too late, but right now can't say. There are teams which we have seen from even a 10-2 situation make a complete comeback to 10-10 or an overtime to 12-12. So anything is possible at the moment. But one thing that they have done right is push the side of attackers to an economy round.
That's what they have done indeed. And he gets spotted. Conquester gets taken out by Dudu. 3 players from the defenders have been taken out.
One enemy remaining.
Jord coming in again with the judge kill. Erja, however, takes him out. This time he was unable to get 2 kills, maybe, or even 3. And Suman still keeping his spirit in the game and takes out Frank. Deadsec, however, takes out Suman. Brimstone even had the audacity to use his ultimate just for one person.
Match
They
point.
will now be going on towards match point. 12-4 is the score. And, well, Lucy, I guess it's all up to them now.
Brim just wanted to get over this match. I mean, he's like, we are so close, guys. Let's just finish this off. Let's not delay and dally this tournament at all. It's best of fun. Let's finish it. Get back to our grind, because they also understand with the initial matches that we have seen on day 1 and day 2, there are a lot more teams that they need to be worried about just on a given day. And Lakehawks right now, they are at a confident, as I said, that SRM is walking away with this victory. But yes, Lakehawks are getting a couple of kills and trying to turn the rounds around, but they're facing a lot of difficulty. The Leer will prevent vision. Limit will go for a spray, but it will not work. Dodo with a judge right now will do the same thing that the opponent did as of now. And Dodo, look at him. He's again judging people out of their places. He's taken 2 people already down. He's on CT. He might be able to pick. He gets the 3rd one, and the Ares will get the better of him. But look at Fur. He's already at CT. He'll take down Suman for punishing his teammate, and Frank with a follow-up will take down Conquester. And it's done and dusted for the side of Team SRM Super Kings as victory.
Indeed, and that was pretty amazing that we saw that. We were actually seeing a neck-and-neck competition in the beginning, but then it just seemed like LNM IIT Lakehawks just lost their morale or something in the middle.
Yeah, very unfortunate. I mean, Cruciator. This was not expected. I did think that the side of Team Lakehawks would have had answers coming back, because, as you said, the initial rounds were very close, but Frank and Fur, look at them play. Close to a 3 KD that they pulled it off. Kudos to them and a salute, because they were the 2 duelists who played a crucial role in converting number of rounds for their team. I mean, yes, it started off with Brimstone, who got 3K in the first pistol round and denied the spike. That just goes to say that SRM Super Kings, everybody from their team played their role at perfection and got the victory for their team. On the other end, Lakehawks, some people turned up, some people didn't. The duelist, they had only one duelist, Nimith. He did try to do some outplays, but with only 5 kills, it did not look like something he could have done. But first bloods is what I am looking at. 9 first bloods total with Frank and Fur, and they've taken this game to another level.
Indeed, they did, and I mean, the competition that this year seemed to competition that they were having, it just seemed like they were just looking forward to who gets the most kills. It was almost like they had a bet or something, and both of them just ended up at 23. Now it's a draw. What do they do?
Oh my god. I mean, if they've put a bet between themselves, they'll be sad, but they will also look at this. One or the other person will end up saying, hey, look at my average combat score, it's 10 points more than you, so I'm going to be the victor. Maybe that kind of something. But very unfortunate for the side of Lakehawks. They can just take that away, I mean, this loss, as something that they can learn and come back in a better form in the next matchup if they have it. So it's just a learning curve right now. I mean, you need to understand it's a best of one, as well as 48 teams playing. So either you have to put in all your efforts in the round that you get, in the match that you get, or you have to just take it as a learning match and not feel disheartened. None of the teams right here should feel any kind of opposition or feel sad for themselves, because you understand there's one person who's playing this for hours together, like days together, and there might be one team who's just come off a couple of weeks, and something like that can happen. We are not sure about it. We're just saying that at the end of the day, whoever might be the victors, the other side of the party should not feel bad about it, because they will be having a chance to make a huge comeback later down the tournament as well.
Indeed, very true. And also, like, it also depends on how long the teams have been playing together, because it just comes down to how much synergy they have among themselves. If the Lakehawks was a roster that might have been put up like a week ago, that, I mean, it's very, very difficult to build up that synergy. And on the other hand, on the SRM Super Kings, we saw amazing synergy, amazing plays, and the way they were just swapping positions with each other, it was amazing. And I mean, that just tells you that they have been playing together for a long time, and we also saw that little immortal buddy that tells us that.
I think Cruci had a little bit of an issue, but nonetheless, as Cruci was saying, oh, you're back?
Oh yeah, hi.
Yeah,
Okay, I got cut off. I'm really sorry.
yeah, no problem.
Yeah. So as I was saying, like the little buddy that we saw on the Reina's Vandal, it was I guess, and I mean that just told us that the previous act rank was immortal, and that just told us that they were really, really good players. And on the other hand, even the fact that the Layhawks were able to put up a fight, actually a really good fight against them, just told us that both teams had really good players. It was just the teamwork that made the Super Kings win this round.
Yep, I agree with you. I mean, for all the people going around, it's going to be a team game. Irrespective where you have a crazy duelist or a crazy Sova, it's going to be ending up whether you have a good team, and that was the previous match that we see. But now heading into the second match of the day, it's going to be New Horizon Super Blasters versus IIT KGP Legends on the map of Bind. And now there's no mid for any of these teams to take control of, and backstabs might get a little bit difficult with only two sides and a teleporter that is there from both the sides. It only makes like quick rotate possible, but other than that, if somebody is going on a backstab, and if you very for the attackers, if they're very unfortunate and they take the TP from B long to A at a very unfortunate timing when somebody is pushing from A showers, it's good night for them. So attackers need to be worried right now, because this is going to be a heavily defense favored map, and the team starting on defense will have a huge advantage. Will there be an answer from the attackers is what we look forward to seeing.
Indeed, very well. And on the defending side, we might even see double sentinels coming in, because since, as you just said, it is a more defender friendly map, they might just try to get a lot of rounds on defending and just get a few more rounds on attacking and just be done with the game. But at the same time, we'll have to see what they choose on their lineups to check and to make assumptions about what the teams might be making plays off of.
I agree with you. I mean, we have to see what kind of lineups coming through, because yes, eventually on the map of Bind, we have seen that it was dual sentinel, then it changed to be a double initiator, became a single duelist, double duelist, triple duelist also we have seen, depending on how the team likes to play it. But will they be able to pull it off is what you have to see. We did see a couple of teams with triple duelist who managed to take a victory on the map of Bind. There was one team who did try to do the same thing, but eventually failed, because the opponent had smokes, had in sentinels, as you said, which gave them side control way much better than anybody could have done in terms of a controller or a duelist. So what kind of agents come in is very crucial, and even though they have a sentinel, they need to be sure that their sentinels play a passive role, because if their sentinel is very aggressive and they lose them very early in the round, the defense will completely crumble down and give the side away.
Very true, very true. And again, it also depends on which sentinels you have. If you have Cypher, you'll be more on the lookout for the backstabs and everything else. The tripwires might just be set up towards hookah most probably. And on the other hand, you could just see actually all the sentinels that we've ever seen on Bind, they usually prefer to play on B instead of the A side. The A side is usually held down with the controllers and the other duelists, it seems. And on the other hand, the B side always has a sentinel on it, and we see the smokes coming in, we see everyone coming in, but then the killjoy swarm grenades and the alarm bots, they just start spamming all that stuff, and things just keep going on.
I agree with you. I mean, there are a couple of sites that couple of teammates or players prefer, and we have seen Raze taking up either hookah control or lamps control, preferring that position on defense, because that is one position that can be completely taken control of her with her grenades and boombot. Yes, the nerf that she has received with making it costly might be something in the initial pistol round that they have to worry about, but later stages of the rounds might be not something that we might be ending up worrying about for the race. But in the meantime, soft picks have been done from all the teams. But on the side of New Horizon Super Blasters, they have a Brim, they have a Phoenix, they have a Sova. Soft picks on Sage as well as the race. But on the side of IIT
Select your
KGP
agent.
Legends, onto you, Crusader.
On the IIT KGP Legends, we have got a Cypher, a Jet, a Sage, a Breach, and a Viper. I mean, the two Sentinel lineup that we were talking about, that has not been implemented by either of the teams. And actually, we are only seeing one Sentinel that does not even hold the site very well on the New Horizon Super Blasters. So, I mean, it'll be really interesting to see what they do with it, because they are the ones defending first, and they really, really need to hold down the sites, not let the attackers come in, and just try to keep map control.
I agree with you. But one thing that they can be happy about is they have a really good smoker. That's going to be Brimstone with 3 sky smokes that he can take up. That's going to be really good for him, and he might be able to pull off something insane. But on the other end, IIT KGP Legends, we have seen this kind of setups in pro tournaments. I mean, in tier 1 teams playing it, where they put up a Viper wall, take a shot control, put up a Sage wall, and go for a very quick spike plant, and then play a post plant situation. But if there is a race, that might just get a little bit difficult for the side of attackers to execute. But one more thing that we have to look forward to is an initiator that has come in is only a breach. They don't have a SOA, so they'll not have a lot of information. Even if there was a Sky, they could have had a better initiator, because with Skies, blinds or hawks going through, that would have given them a chance to understand if there's an opponent staying in one of those positions. With only breach, they need to be sure that his flashes are used to enter into sight and not just as bait.
Indeed, and on the other hand, we might just be seeing more of a B push at this point, because we're seeing 2 people coming towards hookah. The Viper is just dangling around, maybe thinking about it. We're seeing the Jet as well on long. Yep, the Viper does come in from long, so 4 people already on B. The shock dart goes out from Ash. That will be holding back, it seems, and Ash gets his first kill by taking out Nasor. Mercy decides to use up his poison orb. It's starting lightning. Lightning Z4 will be going in for the heal. Napster, on the other hand, coming in towards elbow. He might just get a pick on towards the back set of elbow. Lightning is still getting a little bit of decay, a little bit of damage coming in. However, things might just look a bit too good for attackers at this point, because they have already gotten the plant in. They are seeing a man advantage right now. Both defenders are on the same side. Oh, this almost becomes a one-way for Purifier, but he'll be taken out just in time. Mercy takes out that last kill, and it becomes a 1-0 for the IIT KGP Legends.
Initial push coming from the side of IIT KGP Legends was quite questionable, because when they entered side, they did not have proper cover. There were a lot of people playing from backside, from defense, who did get the initial pick, but the defenders could not hold the side or push the attackers from completely taking side control. And very unfortunate for them, because yes, the Phoenix, who got an initial pick, was dropped down to 20 HP and he had to go for an heal. Very unfortunate that it happened, but with this anti-eco round coming in, the side of attackers have a better weaponry to fight it off. And you can look at this, now they're making an A-side entry. The Sage has received a lot of damage, will self-heal herself, but she is back to low HP. Her healing did not work as she could not land any shots. But look at Cypher's camera. A very good positioning to watch backstab. But in the meantime, it's only Brim at showers. As the spike has gone down, it looks like the retake is going to get very difficult for the side of defenders.
Oh my god, Nesor comes in with
One
the
enemy
3K
remaining.
on U-Haul itself. It's a 1v4 situation for Ash, but he will be taken out quickly by Jim from the back. That was amazing by Nesor. Oh my god, he got 3 defenders down on U-Haul itself. Holy. What do you have to say about that, Lucy?
That's an insane dodge from that flash. I mean, I'm not even sure how we managed to do it, because every time that when I try to play and try to dodge a flash, it's completely stars for 3-4 seconds. However I try to dodge, and if that man managed to dodge it, man, that's just insane play. And you know, Spectre, for a fact, with a close range fight, it's going to yield you a lot of kills. 3 people pushing in, not having weapon advantage, took the best out of it there for his team. But look at this, watching a backstab, he goes in for a push, might be able to get a kill, but he was way early as he spotted 2 people. It just got difficult. Fury Fighter not missing his shot right now. The spike, yes, is coming through, but the man advantage on the side of defense, and the retake might just work out as Brim picks one, Fury Fighter on another one. This is all up to the last person standing, and yes, he gets one, but Fury Fighter on a 3k will get him as well. And a very quick round. Before we could talk about anything else, it's going to be the defenders bringing it back, because it was a very important round for them.
Indeed, the New Horizon Super Blasters have finally taken their first round, right after 2 rounds actually, and this was actually a round on which they actually had to get Spectres and stuff, but looks like they'll just be going all in with the Phantoms and everything. The second round was actually supposed to be the Spectres and everything, but Fury Fighter came in with a Phantom, which was quite an unusual pick, as we've seen usually.
It was the third round cruciator. That's why it was their full buy. But the bonus buy
Oh
did
yeah, it
work
was.
out for the KGP legends right now because their specters have lost. They can still have a full buy coming through. This is the fault line is hitting Fury Fighter every time and is still not giving up that position. That just goes to say he's ready for the battle. But if he loses this position, he'll just open up the side for the taking, and he needs to be ready for that. He drops down, receives a huge ding, goes for a self heal, and again he's coming back to around 80 to 90 HP, gets up his wall, and he puts up the barrier, and the barrier looks like it's getting broken. Yes, a couple of it will be broken, but still kind of blocking a little bit of a vision. If somebody wants to peek, they need to peek wide, and a sky smoke coming down for showers, the push is getting slightly delayed for the attackers.
Indeed, and looks like we will be seeing the KGP legends going on towards B side, where we have the Sova and Phoenix waiting for them. The Sage already there trying to gather intel on the other people, but she's been located. She has been detected by the recon dart. And, oh, Nayan on the other hand gets one kill.
What?
He's, oh, very low on HP. Yep, he actually managed to stay back and get that kill. Mesor on the other hand trying to enter garden, and Lightning just might spot a few more people, but
30
instead
seconds left.
just tries to go ahead. Ash
down,
will be
B.
facing off against Sage, and he takes him out.
Remaining.
He takes out another one. Ash is on a 3k right now. He might be able to get the 4k even on Nan, who is really low right now. Nan on the other hand will get another one. This is looking really difficult for Nan as he has a
10
lack
seconds
of time
left.
right now. But with only 10 seconds left, he might just still be able to land some eco damage on towards the defenders. But looks like he'll be moving back because the defenders have no reason to move out of sight at this point. And yep, they will all be keeping their guns, and then will decide to keep this round's weaponry.
He had to go for a save there. I mean, his team, that was their last full buy round coming through, because their eco round, I mean their bonus round, did not work out really well. Again, you can see the force coming from the side of attackers because it has been an equalizer. It's 2-2 on the board, and now the attackers need to be worried. They did do a very good push into sight, but they could not land their shots. Very unfortunate for them, but the defenders managed to convert it, and you can see the Sova with the 3k that he pulled off in the previous round has his Hunter's Fury online for a retake or even a very quick push coming through either at showers or shot. He might be able to pull something off insane if he's ready. But again, Fury Fighter getting hit with this fault line constantly for a lot of these rounds. But again, Fury Fighter is not giving up this fight. He's going in. He'll get flash, but still will get that kill. He's running back, but Jim will find him. Jim will take him down, and the trade comes in, and it's going to be a 4v4.
Exactly, a 4v4 situation coming in. We're already seeing all the attackers on the A side. Brimstone here's the plant. The Hunter's Fury coming in to prevent the spike from being planted, and he gets
Spike
the kill on
down A.
Daquan. Another kill coming in from them, and Napster with the Vandal outside of U-Haul. Dot has gone in, but Napster will not be detected from it because, well, it's his own teammates. Recon Dot, my bad there. Jim with the Phantom still peeking towards U-Haul, trying to see if anyone peeks him, anyone tries to get a kill. Nine gets the Brimstone.
I know
It's a 2v3
exactly
at
where
this
you
point.
are.
Coming in. Jim
enemy
spots
remaining.
two.
Oh, no.
He has gotten both of them. It's a 1v2 at this point.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds left on the clock. They will be having access to the spike, but Nan has been spotted. He's taking quite a bit of damage. Lightning is trying his best to get the skills and try to win this round for his team. Then coming in with that last minute kill, and amazing play by the attackers. What seemed to be more of a defender's round, I mean, that was completely converted by the attackers, and really well played by ITKGP legends at this point.
I agree with you, Kushi. I mean, that was to be a round that the side of defenders again could have taken back, but not being sure about the lamp being cleared, they're just letting that away. I'm not sure what Sova was doing. Sova was looking at a very different angle. I mean, he was facing himself towards the wall. I mean, if it was an Omen, I can understand he was trying to put a smoke, but what Sova was doing there, very unfortunate, as Napster just went out. He could not do anything for his team. Again, Napster is going for an early peek. His boombot will get one person. The recon as well will reveal that person, but that kill does not come because he will get sprayed through a wall, receives 4 damage, but now we'll have to go back. And again, look at Fury Fighter. He's not letting go of this Lamp's position. He's constantly sitting here. He's constantly delaying the push. He has been successful in a couple of rounds, but for the most part of it, the side of IIT KGP Legends take off Lamp control and manage to try and convert the round. Now again, with 3 ultimates available, the side of KGP Legends can be able to pull it off, because with that Rolling Thunder that they have, they can completely take over the side with the buff that Breach has been given right now.
And just as we were speaking, it looks like the ITKGP Legends have taken control of the A side. Dakwan coming in, taking out Fury Fighter right at the position at which Fury Fighter has always been. And Brimstone putting in his molly, trying to prevent the spike from going down, but he will fail in doing so. Spike has been put down, Lightning Z4 and the Rays moving in towards the A side from back. And we will be seeing a quick comeback from the defenders. They will try to go ahead and get a few picks, but they will be unable to do that. Daquan takes out Lightning Z4's ultimate, but Daquan gets taken out by Napster. Napster coming in with another Jim, gets taken out with the grenade. Napster puts in his ultimate, but he'll be taken out by Nayan right before he could shoot it. Lightning Z4 takes advantage of the situation, takes out Nesor 1v1 for Lightning Z4. Viper might have another lineup coming in. Yep, he did. And Mercy takes that kill with his last snake bite. 4-2 becomes the score. And ITKGP Legends have just increased their lead from a 1 round to a 2 round.
IIT KGP Legends are playing smart. They're also punishing the side of New Horizon Super Blasters for the reason that they've been playing same positions constantly for round after round. They need to change that Sage's position, because that Sage has been playing that position for a long time, and now it has been a weak point for their team, because of which they're not able to hold the defense.
Indeed, but it still looks like Fury Fighter will still be playing the same position. No, he actually moves into Kavi, but it won't be worth it since they will be pushing the B side this time. Although we are seeing 2 people on towards Hookah, they might try to get a few early kills. The grenade goes out, damaging the Sage a little bit. It gets the Sage kill, but Jim takes out Napster. Lightning Z4 goes in for a quick trade. It's a 3v4 at this point for the attackers, that is IITKGP Legends. Another one gets taken out, but Lightning Z4 will be taken out by Mercy. 2v3 for IITKGP Legends. Mercy with a Vandal. On the other hand, we have Nayan with almost at half HP.
It's
Nayan
back
might get
to
taken
a
out from the back
3v2.
here.
Remaining. Spike down.
1v3 now, but they also have the spike. Fury Fighter with that judge kill onto Nayan. They have gotten the advantage. He will actually be going in for a revive for some reason. Mercy is in for a fight at this point, but he will be quickly taken out by Fury Fighter after announcing his presence at Teleporter.
That resurrection was kind of not needed because they were at an advantage, but getting that res, that means they've just made the life costly for Fury Fighter, because now with her nerf, with 8 points to get the ult online, it's just gonna be another huge fight that the side that Sage needs to put up to get her ultimate back online. But on the side of IIT KGP Legends, 5 ultimates for their attacking end. They've not been using their ultimates for quite a long time, but now they need to use it, because looking at the closing happening from the defense, they're bringing it back to an equalizer very soon.
Indeed, very soon. And Lightning Z4 still on the B side. Fury Fighter still playing the same position, although he has been working on it quite a bit. And he might just get a few more kills there, but no players have actually gone down yet. We were seeing a quick rotate on towards the B side.
A quick rotate indeed, but right now it's an eco round, and all the side of IIT KGP Legends should try to do is deal a lot of damage. The Bladestorm, I'm not sure they were 5. I think the Bladestorm was completely whiffed out from Jet. Very unfortunate. The Owl Drone will reveal the Cypher, and Cypher is getting pinged like a Christmas bulb. But in the meantime, B side is not ready for the taking. 2 people holding a really good position, one from backside, one from elbow. This is going to get really difficult. The Sova will deal a little bit of a damage as Brim will pick the first kill. Fury Fighter on the other hand will pick up a kill on shot, and that's 2 people out of the board. And yes, the HP was low as Napster will go down to the Viper, and now it's going to be all up to the last 3 players surviving on a 4v3 situation. And Jet has pushed into side. Jet will get a kill. Fury Fighter will manage to bring it back to a 3v2 advantage, and Fury Fighter low on HP will heal herself, and that's going to be the side taken from Jet alone, but Jet is coming into Lance at a very difficult position to fight.
I know exactly where you are.
10
And takes that
seconds
kill on
left.
towards the Sage while they were actually trying to get a few more kills. Lightning Z4
planted.
has
One
been
enemy
spotted.
remaining.
He takes out Nayan and he will be taking the next kill as well. He's spotted the spike, marked it as well, and the Sova will be going ahead and defusing the spike, bring it back to an equalizer.
You failed.
Using
Now flee.
that run it back smart. That's what he did there. I mean,
Very smart indeed.
timed it perfectly. I mean, the spike going down, he's like, let me just push in Sova, just watch my back. And Sova was at a very good position. Sova could not have gone down there. I mean, if Sova went down, then the spike would have come down very easily. Because if you saw, the Jet was trying to look forward to covering the planter. But very unfortunate because Sova was alive from CT on Heaven, and anybody trying to peek and take down that ultimate run it back would have gone down to Sova before they had a chance to fight with that run it back. But now this is going to be a full buy coming in. As I said, the ultimate does come through, barrier wall does come through, but it will be immediately destroyed and the site is completely taken over. But look at that, it's going to be the Fryer that has been opened up that will take one kill. Yes, on the rifle, but will have dealt a lot of damage. But Jim will take one kill back. But look at the number of slow outs that have been throwing into labs. Make Fury Fighter stay in his position for quite some time as Viper's Pit is also put down.
Take flight.
Yes, indeed. Ash using his drone to recon into the side, but it looks like he might not have spotted anyone yet. Lightning Z4, however, takes out the Quan. It's a 2v4 for the attackers at this point, and the last attacker,
Enemy remaining.
one of the last two attackers has been spotted. Her location is very well known. Comes and takes out Fury Fighter as well. It's a 1v3, but very, very close by Mercy. He could have gotten Napster, but it was a bit too close. Defenders taking in another round. The New Horizon Super Blasters have finally taken the advantage from IIT KGP Legends.
The side of attackers were not ready for Brim's ultimate coming through. I mean, they thought that they could have taken the ultimate and taken the side completely, but using that ultimate at the right point as they were pushing into Lamps, separated their team. Brim managed to take down one kill, and Sage, who did not die at Lamps, took control of it for a quite long time, because of which the attackers, even though they got the spike down, they did not have control of the site and could not go for a good post-plan situation. Nonetheless, this is going to be a round that they wanted back, because this is going to be their last full buy round, and if they mess this up, it's going to be the 6th and the 7th round taken away from the side of the defenders.
Indeed, and the defenders actually really need to make sure that they win this round. And well, as you just said, Nayan coming in with that early kill, but he is very low on HP because of the grenade damage there. And yes, indeed, Nayan comes in. Ash actually comes in, takes that kill.
One
That
enemy
Fortnite
remaining.
going out. Lightning Z4 takes out Jim. 1v4 already for the Jet. Owl drone going up, but it might not spot the Jet yet. So on Hookah, but he'll be quickly taken out by Fury Fighter, the only finisher coming in. Ready for another round, it seems. Fury Fighter, I mean, he will not have to buy any shields or any more abilities except for one slow orb, which is, I mean, commendable, I guess, because he did not have to use a lot of abilities, just went ahead and took out some kills.
Indeed, I mean, Fury Fighter, he initially looked like a weak point here playing at Lambs, but he's made his comeback. You can see he's already top fragging for his team along with the duelist. That's really commendable. And with 10 rounds done, it's going to be with a 2-round lead for the end of New Horizon Super Blasters. But for the side of IIT KGP Legends, they did use a couple of ultimates, but still haven't been able to convert it. And back-to-back rounds, they have been forcing it out. And again, you look at a spree of kills working out back to a 3v3 situation, but Jim is very low on HP. There is a Sage who can give her a heal, but they do also have a resurrection on both the ends. So the defenders need to walk a long way away, but the side of the attackers, they didn't need a lot of position to bring back one person on feet. And that's what happens. But in the meantime, a lot of people who were on the side of attackers will receive a lot of damage from just the Hunter's Fury. And now that Hunter's Fury has done its work in terms of dealing damage, because the Sage with 30 or 40 seconds after that healing coming back, she'll be able to heal only herself or one person, which is still making another person vulnerable. But in the meantime, Nayan will pick a kill and defenders are back to a disadvantage with a 2v4 situation, and I think B should be something that they can take into, but Spike is slowly now making its way there.
Lightning Z4 still on the B side, and he has spotted 3 people right in front of him. The curveball
30
goes out, he
seconds
spots
left.
Nan going into Hookah, but will be unable to convert that into a kill. And up till now, it's still a 3v4, and Lightning Z4 has not been able to get those kills. Fault line coming in, and Lightning Z4 has been concussed, and Fury Fighter just out here trying to get a peek into the site by breaking the wall. Lightning Z4 still on towards elbow. He is unable to make his way into sight because, well, it's way too dangerous for him to move in yet. And there we go. The corner has been taken out 3v3 finally. Jim takes out 2 people at once. And, well, it's only Lightning Z4 left. And then coming in with that last kill from Hookah gets that kill. ITKGP Legends have finally taken another round, bringing the lead down to just one single round.
The matches are getting really close. The first match that we saw was completely domination from one team, but here the teams have been putting up a close nail-biting match between the two teams. And again, the Breach has his ultimate online, but still in the previous round that we saw that Breach's ultimate was used, the round was not eventually converted. But now the side of the defenders, they've taken out the big guns, knowing that this is the last round. They have the operator online, and if they make this operator work, they're going to be putting down a huge stomp on the face of the attackers and putting down their force back into their position. And right now there'll be one person who will get access to lamps, and they need to be worried about it because that's going to become a problem as we move down the clock.
Indeed, and Fury Fighter has finally changed up his position, but the moment he does that, they will actually be going on towards the B side instead of the A side where they were initially coming in for Fury Fighter. Nesor, however, staying on the A side, trying to get a couple of picks, maybe if possible. Shock dot comes in, Nesor barely dodges it, and he now knows that the people from the defending team know that he is still on the A side, trying to get a few picks. He knows that he does have another target as well. Coming in from Napster, he gets that kill, but he's taken out from the side by Dakwan. Wall goes out with only 2 bullets in his hand right now. The run rate back, he will have to move back. 25 bullets on towards Ash's magazine. Nesor still moving from the back, and he might be able to get Lightning Z4, but no, he will not. Lightning Z4 takes him out quickly. He knew someone might be backstabbing them, and they're still trying to move into sight, trying to gain access to it. Mercy, however, takes out Ash, puts in the blind, spots the rifle, and he will be going in for that kill. Fury Fighter ready to face off against them. Rolling Thunder comes in. Wall has been put up, but it might be a bit too difficult for them to actually go in for the defuse because we have Mercy's snake bites.
Last player standing. One
Indeed.
enemy
Mercy
remaining.
takes out 1v1 for Mercy. He will be going back, trying to get that post-plant snake bite come in. And yes, indeed, it will be a round that will be going to IITKGP Legends. 6-6 the round for the first half. What do you know?
Switching sides.
A great half from the attacking end. I mean, being a defender favored map, it was a good try coming in from that Sage. Very unfortunate, the timing, playing the time properly is what we have to look for, and that's what the Viper managed to do. But right now, the side of the attackers have changed up their places. They are back on defense, and now this is the half that we need to look out for. If the defense is better from the side of IIT KGP Legends, they might be able to take away victory, because as I said, this is going to be a defense favored map, and on attack they did manage to pull quite good rounds and brought it back to a 6-6. So the match is still in both of the teams' favor. Whoever starts the pistol round better will be closer to getting into match point and getting into double digits. That's what we'll be looking forward to.
Indeed, and right as the round starts, we're seeing Ash and Lightning Z4 moving on towards showers. They will be spotting Nesor, who will quickly be moving back right after not actually having dealt any damage to either of the two players, peeking towards mid. Navstra, on the other hand, he has spotted the tripwire, and if he takes it out, the Cypher is right there. Yep, he is ready to spot anyone coming through. Brimstone, on the other hand, fighting Jim, and he takes him out with a classic. It's a 4v5 for the defenders at this point, and they're just playing it real slow at this point. They just don't want to get picked off. They just don't want to get taken out very quickly, and they're just trying to make sure that they get those rounds instead of actually winning a few 1v1 fights and then in the end losing those rounds. Fury Fighter, on the other hand, puts up his barrier, and he will be going towards the back. He spots the Jet. Jet's location has been revealed. Lightning Z4 takes him out. Curveball going in. They've also spotted the Sage. Lightning Z4 goes ahead, puts down his hot hands, and she will be spotting the Sage once again, takes him out. 2v4 for the defenders at this point. One defender on Heaven, another one coming in from CT at this point. He has not yet been able to come into sight. Yet indeed, he comes in and he'll be spotting on towards U-Haul. Nobody has reached out yet. If he pushes in too hard, he'll be spotted by the Rain. But he actually managed to take out the Raze and the Phoenix both. But Ash is... that shout out from Ash actually worked out amazingly for them. Took out Nana, and then with the pistol, he decided to take out Mercy. So this round finally went back to New Horizon Super Blasters.
Nayan has been playing a huge role on the side of IIT KGP Legends. I mean, look at him. He has turned multiple rounds in his favor. I mean, not just the Cypher, not just Nayan. It's also Jim who's been playing a huge role for his team. Both of these players have been bringing rounds back to back. But this is what we talked about. Irrespective whether it's going to be your sentinel or your initiator who's been doing a lot of kills, your duelist needs to show up. And for a fact, the side of IIT KGP Legends with their jet, they've not been able to work the rounds out, and that might be one of the reasons they might not be able to pull it off. Their jet needs to come up huge, but on the attacking end is where we needed to see that jet come up huge. But nonetheless, now with the defense, if they manage to hold the push for a long time and the jet plays a huge role, they can still have a good chance in getting this back to their favor. But with the Vipers Snakebite coming through, their push will be delayed and the spike needs to make its way into a different push coming through. But Fury Fighter now will find a kill all the way at A. Showers. That's the good
Yes,
punishment
indeed.
given.
Two one-ways actually being placed by the Cypher there, and both of the one-ways have now been used. Lightning Z4 on the other hand places his molly, making sure that nobody pushes him from the back. Although I don't think that was the actual intended spot for the molly. However, he will now be pushing ahead on towards A. He will spot AV Dakwan and he manages to take him out. Fury Fighter will be moving towards the back. Another attacker heavy
30
round
seconds left.
we're about to see. 30 seconds left.
Revealing
Attacker is
area.
ready to push into the B site. And there is nobody. The site is theirs for the taking. 3v5 for them, but it looks like only one person coming in from hookah. And even then, we will be seeing Fury Fighter. No, we will not. Mercy actually decides to take him out with a classic. That Z4 in the cubby at this point, and he is ready with the Spectre to spot anyone who comes in from main CT. Nasta takes out Mercy on hookah. Jim on the other hand with just a frenzy, so it is more of an eco round for them. If they are able to convert it, it will be amazing for them. Man is the last player standing and he'll be taken out by Lightning Z4 from Cubby. 8-6 becomes the score. Now we will actually be seeing full buys on the side of IIT KGP Legends. So this is where things might get interesting for us, because we might see IIT KGP Legends actually winning a few more rounds there, because they will be on the advantage at this point, depending on the weapons. And New Horizon Superstars will be playing ahead with Spectres and Ghosts.
I agree with you. Right now, the economy looks good on the side of IIT KGP Legends, but as you said, the full buy coming through, the weaponry advantage should work out in the favor of, the economy is better for Super Blasters, but Legends with their full buy, they have the weapon advantage. And if they manage to pull it out, they can make a comeback. But if they lose this round, the side of Super Blasters are already on a bonus round. So this is going to be a very important round for the side of IIT KGP Legends, because if you look at their creds, it's not that great. One kill does come through, but they do a trade as Brimstone brings it back for his team. There'll be a recon that'll be coming through. Nayan's position is pinged like a Christmas bulb, and that's the last of us that Brim takes him down as well. That's going to be a disadvantage with side of the defenders already.
Indeed, but the attackers have managed to take the site, and the plant will be going in, but Mercy might actually find the plant up pretty early. He decides not to push out of the smoke yet, and he'll be putting those shots through the smoke, trying to find a kill, but unfortunately won't be finding anybody. Ash, on the other hand, right inside cubes of Generator. He will be spotting the jet, and the jet was actually taken out by Fury Fighter from Garden. 1v4 for Mercy, who is on the site right now, and he has actually been pinged by Fury Fighter. Yes, indeed. Napster in the end comes and takes out Mercy right after Mercy took out Fury Fighter. 9-6 becomes the score. So even though they had the weaponry advantage, IIT KGP Legends could not actually convert that round to their favor. So things might not be looking that good for them.
The attacking half from the side of New Horizon Super Blasters is even more deadly. And for a fact that they do have a Raze as well as a Phoenix who can flash. Raze can clear hookah or lamps or a shot, that is, a main, that is going to be showers. And if that happens, like one of the duelists takes up one end, or if they play together, that's going to be a beautiful play coming through. And that's the reason I guess they have a better chance here because on the side of IIT KGP Legends, they have only Sage as well as Cypher. The Cypher traps are not working in their favor because Nayan, as I said, he's been doing the heavy lifting along with Jim for a long time now, and he's trying to go in for the opening frags or the first blitz, which is not working out in his favor.
Exactly, and right now we saw Fury Fighter being hit by the fault line once again. But however, he was actually very eager to peek that angle still, and he comes and takes out Nesor. And Fury Fighter still looking for a pick, puts out the slow up towards back of side, but he will be stopped by the snake bite coming in towards his entry. Jim still on the A side, trying to stop anyone from entering. And Napster just puts in his grenade. He will be moving back towards the A side. They still have an open entry to the A side. Lightning Z4 on his ultimate takes out one, but he'll be taken out by Mercy. Mercy has moved back,
does
and
find a
Fury
kill.
Fighter will be quickly moving back.
Enemy removed.
Gets taken out by Fury Fighter. And Fury Fighter, however, comes in, gets taken out by Nan on close range. Sheriff. Ash's rotation has been revealed. 2v3 now for the defenders. Nan still on very low HP. On the other hand, we have Dakwan, who is bringing it down to 2v2 at this point. He is still trying to damage Lightning Fast, get that kill, and
One
he
enemy
will
remaining.
barely get through it. Lightning Z4, the only last one standing. 1v1 situation with Nayan on really low HP, but even Lightning Fast is actually very low. Nayan going in for the defuse. He has not even defused at half yet, and he'll be taken out quickly by Lightning Z4. Another round going to Team New Horizon Super Blasters, and well, they've finally entered the double digits.
This is what I talked about. I mean, Nayan is becoming a very crucial player for the side of IIT KGP Legends. I mean, he has been pulling rounds back to back, and very, very unfortunate for him because being a sentinel, he's doing so much of work. But on the other end, Fury Fighter, I think he can change his name to Fault Line Fighter because every round throughout the matches that we have seen, he's been getting hit by that fault line and he's still not stopping. You're a sage. Come on, man. You need to put a stop to yourself.
You need to stay alive for your team to actually get some advantage from you, but at the same time, it seems like Fury Fighter does not care about that. He just wants those kills. He wants to be a battle sage, what we call it. And
Yep.
yeah, it looks like we are still not seeing any kills from either of the sides, and it's just turned into another
Scanning
slow
ahead.
round, it seems. Ash going ahead, putting in his recon bolt, trying to get some info on towards them, but he will not be getting that. It was more to actually collect the ultimate orb, it seems, and yep, he will slowly be pushing towards showers. Fury Fighter, and
Face
oh,
off.
this is a game of
Face off.
patience.
Who's going to lose it? That's what we're looking for. Fury Fighter. Come on. Who's going to be taking out that? The wall coming through. I think Fury Fighter will say it's not going to be a good call for him to push through. But look at this. Napster has a paint shell in his hand. If he throws it, he's going to be able to go into sight. And if he goes into sight, I'm pretty sure he'll be able to find that Viper
30
boosted
seconds
herself on the
left.
wall, and it might be a kill that they might be able to film. The recon does come through, and now with this position, yes, Mercy will find a kill, but Fury Fighter really able to convert. No, as I said, Napster getting the side will pick one. Jim will manage to convert it. Brimstone on another and getting a spree of kills, and the attackers have brought it back to an advantage along with the resurrection, and the resurrection gets popped to bring back the Sova, who has an Hunter's Fury for a post-plan situation.
It's Nan once again, who is actually one of the people remaining alive for the defenders, and he might not know it, but there's someone right behind him on a short.
Healer killed.
Takes out another on 2v2 situation at this point, and Nan will be fighting off against the Sova.
Player standing.
Yes, he will, but he'll be taken out by Ash. The Hellfire coming in. Dakwan puts in his slow orb, and he will be going for the defuse, but Ash has his Hunter's Fury, and he spotted the Sage. Yep, he saves it for the end, and he takes that last kill. 11-6 becomes the score. New Horizon Super Blasters have not lost a single round after they've come into attacking. I mean, this is just way too good plays being made from New Horizon Super Blasters. I mean, they've won 5 consecutive rounds at this point.
This is what I said. I mean, your duelist needs to come up, because having a single duelist and you're letting your sentinel do all the work, I mean, it's okay. There can be some sentinel, just like a battle sage, somebody as a Cypher or Killjoy, taking a lot of kills, but at the end of the day, the whole team should also get I would say an average number of kills that is equal to your top duelist. Maybe if somebody is at 30 kills, you should be somewhere close to 15 kills so that you complement your team. But that is not happening from the Jet. Jet is dying way sooner than anybody in the round, and even to get her online back, they are not finding. I would say the importance. But look at Jet again. I mean, Mercy with the Viper Spit has pulled up close. She knows that the ultimate orb has been picked. Goes in for a wide swing, will get the kill on Fury Fighter and will manage to get back to safety. That was a very important kill on Fury Fighter because Fury Fighter has been that immense force that the attackers have been bringing through.
Indeed, and actually Fury Fighter has just been keeping it up for his team, and things might not go as planned for them if the kills just keep coming in for the defenders. Napster looks like he might be waiting. Oh no, he wasn't. He was actually just trying to make sure that no noise is made from the side. But they have the recon coming in. The paint shells go in, and well, Viper Split is actually something that is just holding them back, and they're still not
30
rotating
seconds
side
left.
for some reason. That means Z4 takes out Nesor, and things are not looking too good at this point for Team New Horizons Super Blaster, and for some reason they're just not rotating. They finally make a rotate. Two people have gone in. Mercy decides not to actually look towards him, but he gets taken out by the ultimate.
10
Jim takes out
seconds left.
Napster. With 10 seconds left on the clock, things might not be
Spike
looking too
down
good. Yep, the
A.
spike carrier has been taken out. This round will be going to IIT KGP Legends.
One enemy remaining.
Very, very well played by the IIT KGP Legends as they managed to keep them busy on the B side even. And I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. They was just not rotating there. You see.
I think they were just trying to buy as much as time as possible. Call the defenders for a rotate to B side, and the defenders read it. Defenders understood they were just baiting a lot of time, and at the time when it mattered, they would take a TP, and that's what happened. They took a TP. People started rotating, but it was just too late. They stayed with that judge, took down the spike planter, and that was way more than enough for the side of IIT KGP Legends. This is the round that they came back finally on the second half. Their first round, they are trying to get the difference a little bit closer in terms of the number of rounds that they are. They need 4 more rounds to come back to 11 in their opponent's end, but the opponent has 3 ultimates right now. I mean, 1 ultimate on Phoenix, but 3 ultimates on the defenders. So the defenders need to use their utilities a little bit better. The previous round was really well. They held their positions, but right now, will it be the same thing that they managed to pull is what we have to look for. Chalk that center cross. Nayan will manage to survive and also get a kill there. Yes, they will know that Nayan is there. The Sage needs to make her way back and give him a heal. If he misses that heal, he's going to go down very soon onto Fury Fighter. But with that cage coming through, this should be a heal that should work out. Mercy will get a kill, and that's going to be Lightning Z for doing a trade, but still advantage on the side of defenders.
And I mean, still advantage for the defenders, as you just said. And coming in for a 4v3, they are still very low on time, it seems, at this point, because it's just 30 seconds left almost.
You're
dead.
30
Still got
seconds
the
left.
spike. Lightning Z4 is moving into the side with his ultimate. Jim has already spotted where the Sage is, where Lightning Z4 has actually entered the side from. And with a score like 11-7, you really need a few more rounds, and just 2 rounds away from victory. Nan coming in with those 2 kills. He might just try to get the... Yep, he will. He gets that defuse, and yep,
Spike with you.
they've just gotten it in the
What
bag.
a play. What a play from Nayan there. I mean, being so nasty and cheeky, holding his position there. I mean, they knew Nayan was on site. They did not clear him or push him back. They needed to push him back, but Nayan hiding behind that brown box played a very important role. And again, back to back, we are talking about this. Nayan has been a crucial player for the team. And what a cage placement for his team. This is going to give him kind of a one-way play. And he's put both the cages there. And right now, if Nayan managed to bring it back, Nayan will be able to bring back a lot of rounds, because now he's just made the round difference to just 3.
From actually 5 to bring it back to 3. They've won the previous 2 rounds, and here comes in. Nan spots another one, but he'll be taken out by Napster with a Sheriff. Really, really unfortunate for Nan, and Mercy putting up his snake bites. They know that the B side is going to be pushed because they have gotten the first pick towards that side, but they're still not pushing in. They're just stopping for the toxin screen, and
Mercy?
Dot comes in. Mercy has been spotted, but he's still holding the same position. Hot hands come in, damage received, and Lightning Z4 in the end takes that kill. 3v5 for for the defenders once again, and
Spike
well,
planted.
we think as easy for a comeback as we might have thought.
Very unfortunate. As I said, Nayan needed to be there for a little bit more, but very unfortunate from his end he wasn't there. But now, again, look at this. The Jet missed a lot of shots. That's going to be an Napster with the 3K. It's all up to the Sage. Yes, he does have a resurrection, but also a costly investment of an operator. So she is kind of in a pickle right now because she's completely blocked or boxed off because she has nowhere to run. If she runs CT, her sound cue would have known. If she tried to run back to site, her position would have known, and it was just about to go down. And with the resurrection, she could not do anything because everybody who died on site. And very unfortunate for the side of IIT KGP Legends. Nayan was trying to bring them on a comeback, but again, this is what he talked about. When it was needed, his teammates are not coming up huge. Jim did try. He did try to take away the attention. He did put up his ultimate, which did not even work out in their favor.
Indeed, and I mean, we are still seeing Nan actually going in for a full push, and I mean, I don't think he's understanding what he means to the team right now because he is putting
I
himself
agree.
in a lot of risk. Grenade comes in, and
Ooh.
he finally gets the first kill on towards Napster, but he is only at 3 HP. He will have to run back to the Sage to actually get a heal, who is all the way on the A side. And trying to get a peek on towards a B long, but I mean, he doesn't spot anyone, and they'll be coming on towards the east side on showers.
Beautiful kill that was. I mean, a beautiful kill from Nayan there while he was running across. I mean, it's very difficult to land those shots because with the nerf again coming on run and gun, it just made the spray even more harder. So Nayan, being that crucial player, landed that kill, got the headshot better rather than the opponent because 3 HP does mean that the opponent did deal a lot of damage. But eventually it was Nayan converting that. They will also get a resurrection and it's back to a fair fight to a 5v5. The resurrection is also online, but in the meantime, Jim punishes 2 people at long without losing the HP, and that's going to be what the IIT KGP Legends wanted, especially on their comeback. But still, they're 4 rounds away.
They really are still 4 rounds away, and I mean, this is just that's a matter of one round, one single round for New Horizon Super Blasters, and I mean, things just
10
really
seconds left.
need to turn around for IIT KGP Legends if they really want to win. And looks like the New Horizon Super Blasters will be saving for this round since they did not actually go for a push or a peek. Yes, indeed, they went for a save. Now they are just 3 rounds away, and IIT KGP Legends might actually have a real chance at coming back.
I agree with you. They have a good opening right now to make a comeback, but even the slightest mistake that the side of IIT KGP Legends do, they'll be losing this round. And if they lose it, it's over. And that's going to be match victory or winners from the side of New Horizon Blasters. So both these teams kind of look a fair fight, but as I said,
I will find
there are a couple of players coming up huge, but the team game is kind of better from the side of New Horizon Blasters, and that's why they have been able to pull things back. But again, the operator takes down Cypher's camera. There are a couple of traps which might work in his favor, but again, look at that recon along with, oh my god, what a good play! Slow as well as a molly coming in from Phoenix, beautifully played from the attackers. Beautiful use of utility.
Amazing. I mean, this is what we were talking about. This is the teamwork that we need to see. Nesso coming from the back,
Yep.
he gets 1 kill, but he will barely be dodging that operator. On the other hand, on the scoreboard as well, you will see that those kills, and Nesso just wastes his ultimate by not getting a single kill through it. Brimstone has to move back from U-Hall. Ashu gets taken out, Jim gets taken out. This will be another round towards IIT KGP Legends. I mean, we did not even get to see what all happened.
I'll tell you what happened. It was one flash coming in from Jim. Everybody blinded for days. Jim converted the skills. Yes, there was a couple of bodies from his own team that fell, but Jim managed to get enough bodies out along with Mercy's backstab. Worked out really well for their team, and it's going to be IIT KGP Legends surviving for another round with double digits online. They're just a little bit closer to overtime, but again, the opening did look like the side of attackers had a better chance in converting with that slow orb along with the hot hands coming from Lightning Z4. Beautifully played there, but this is going to be a round that with two ultimates. One is going to be a resurrection that has been there for a long time, but also neural theft that can reveal each and every player's position and can make life better for the side of defenders.
Indeed.
Joke's over.
I know
You're
we're seeing
dead.
a barrier going up from Duquan. And well, the barrier has already been breached. Curveball coming in. Duquan might be spotted. No, he will actually be spotted, but he'll be taking Duquan. Then actually takes out Z4. Then takes out Lightning Z4 twice. Fury Fighter takes out Nan. However, it's a 3v4 for the defenders, and the defenders really need to make a play here in order to win this round. I mean, it's not that difficult to win a 3v4, but at the same time, you really need that coordination. You need that playing off of each other. Napster will be facing off against Mercy. It takes him out. Another kill for the attackers. This might be the last round. The spike has already gone down. One player coming in from short, and the other one is at heaven. Jim has already taken out Napster, but things might just go in the favor of. Oh, Jim is really low at this point. He puts out a flash. Spotted someone.
remaining.
He will try to take them out. He manages to get them out. It's a 1v2 at this point for the Sage, but I mean, still has access to the side. Takes out the defender, and she will be coming in with a 4K Fury Fighter with that clutch in the end. 13-10 becomes the final score for New Horizons Super Blasters with their victory.
Very well played from Sage. They're a Fury Fighter to end that victory with a 4K. It's going to be the side of New Horizons Super Blasters walking away as winners on match 2 of day 3. It was beautifully played. It was a tough fight from both these teams, but again, as I said, there's going to be one winner, one loser for the day, and that's going to be IIT KGP Legends after putting up a tough fight, trying to pull a lot of things there. But again, for the viewers, some people might know this, some people might be watching it for the first time. You cannot use your utilities on the open, and that's what happened. A lot of times Sage was trying to put her utilities in the open, or was using her utilities later point of the time, because of which the timing was working out in the favor of the opponent, that was New Horizons Super Blasters. And as I said, Lightning Z4, Napster, Fury Fighter, Ash, Alan Soli, the Brim, all of these players came up huge. They played a good team game for their team, because if you look at the number of kills, 28, 18, 20, 14, 9, it's like equally spread out throughout. Yes, 28 being the highest. You can see the same number of kills from Nayan and Jim, who are close to 23 and 23, but the number of kills throughout the team is not evenly spread. And this is one of the reasons I would say the side of IIT KGP Legends, even though they came so close, they lost the match.
Indeed, that is what I was actually trying to point out in the middle of the match as well, because we're seeing a lack of consistency on the kills from IIT KGP Legends. On the other hand, we have Team New Horizons Super Blasters, who played their roles like they're supposed to be played. Lightning Z4 and Napster getting those kills. Fury Fighter, on the other hand, he was just trying to become a battle stage, and he was
should
very
I invite all
successful
my
at
friends,
it.
Okay, open party. They can join it.
And yeah, just in the end, it just got it.
I mean, it does happen, as I said. You cannot say that one team in total was better. As I say, in a day, it's going to be one team having their confidence boost, their morale's high, and you also know when you open up your game and you start off either with a deathmatch or at the range, you sometimes feel that, oh, I'm feeling really good today, my aim is crispy. And I think that's what happened from the side of Super Blasters, because they did manage to completely pull through their plays. Also, as a team, they were really good in terms of the strategy, because that beautiful play with that slow orb, as well as Molly coming through from hot hands, that's just timed perfectly. And when somebody was trying to go back, very unfortunate for that player, he did go down. But that's just team play coming through. They're clearing out a lot of angles. Playing together was what the side of Super Blasters was doing. Very unfortunate for the side of team KGP Legends. As I said, their team game was somewhere crumbling. I mean, if they did go out way early, they did not know how to come back. I mean, if it was Jim and Nayan, they did manage to come back. But if it was anybody else, they did have a hard time coming back. Because if you saw in the last round, it was a good chance where two people surviving, and it was only Sage who was alive, who had to defend the spike. They did have a chance. One person, the Jet going down, Brim had to take a chance. Brim missing his shots, Sage converting it. Fury Fighter just got the better of the day and managed to get that round. But that's going to be the end of match 2. A beautiful try coming from IIT KGP Legends. All the best for their upcoming matches, and I wish them to make a better comeback and have a better team synergy the next time, because I'm pretty sure this team putting up such good fight, they have a lot packing in their bags.
Indeed, and with that, we will be going in for a break.
See you on the other side.
The Hunter's Fury coming in to prevent the spike from being planted, and he at this point coming in. Jim Esports too.
no.
He has gotten both of them. It's a 1v2. They will try to go ahead and get a few picks, but they will be unable to do that. Daquan takes out Lightning Z4's ultimate, but Daquan gets taken out by Napster. That grenade Napster puts in. Misses his ultimate, but he'll be taken out by Nayan right before he could shoot it. Lightning Z4 takes advantage of the situation, takes out Nayan. Really need to make sure that they win this round, and well, as I just said, Topes in, and he'll be spotting on towards U-Haul. Nobody has his back there. If he pushes in too hard, he'll be spotted by the Reina, but he actually managed to. He has moved
He
back,
does
and
find a
Fury
kill.
Fighter will be quickly moving back.
Enemy removed.
For the defuse, he has not even defused at half yet, and he'll be taken out. The Hellfire coming in. Daquan puts in his slow orb, and he will be going for the defuse, but Ash has his Hunter's Fury, and he spotted the Sage. Yep, he saves it for the end, and he takes that last kill. 11-6. They're still on the B side, and they've actually not made any plays in this side.
Enemy remaining.
Ball comes in, forgets two. Looks like Team Lakehawks will be going back towards the first off kill we've seen in this match. For coming in with the kill on Conquesta.
Enemy remaining.
Things are not looking too good at this point for the Lakehawks, and SRM will be pushing in hard. Maybe coming in by 4. Yes.
Sir, now the side of attackers are completely boxed in from too many angles to be clearing it. Now Asper lands the third and going to be
By 4 before he gets a chance to react, and he'll pick up as well. 3v5, another kill by Frank. 2v5 now for the defenders. Another one by Frank. Frank and Fur are basically just the Hunter's Fury coming in to prevent the spike from being planted, and he at this point coming in. Jim Esports too.
no.
He has gotten both of them. It's a 1v2. They will try to go ahead and get a few picks, but they will be unable to do that. Daquan takes out Lightning Z4's ultimate, but Daquan gets taken out by Napster. That grenade Napster puts in. Misses his ultimate, but he'll be taken out by Nayan right before he could shoot it. Lightning Z4 takes advantage of the situation, takes out Nayan. Really need to make sure that they win this round, and well, as I just said, Topes in, and he'll be spotting on towards U-Haul. Nobody has his back there. If he pushes in too hard, he'll be spotted by the Reina, but he actually managed to. He has moved
He
back,
does
and
find a
Fury
kill.
Fighter will be quickly moving back.
Enemy removed.
For the defuse, he has not even defused at half yet, and he'll be taken out. The Hellfire coming in. Daquan puts in his slow orb, and he will be going for the defuse, but Ash has his Hunter's Fury, and he spotted the Sage. Yep, he saves it for the end, and he takes that last kill. 11-6. They're still on the B side, and they've actually not made any plays in this side.
Enemy remaining.
Ball comes in, forgets two. Looks like Team Lakehawks will be going back towards the first off kill we've seen in this match. For coming in with the kill on Conquesta.
Enemy remaining.
Things are not looking too good at this point for the Lakehawks, and SRM will be pushing in hard. Maybe coming in by 4. Yes.
Sir, now the side of attackers are completely boxed in from too many angles to be clearing it. Now Asper
Enemy
lands the
remaining.
third and going to be
By 4 before he gets a chance to react, and he'll pick up as well. 3v5, another kill by Frank. 2v5 now for the defenders. Another one by Frank. Frank and Fur are basically just the Hunter's Fury coming in to prevent the spike from being planted, and he at this point coming in. Jim Esports too.
no.
He has gotten both of them. It's a 1v2. They will try to go ahead and get a few picks, but they will be unable to do that. Daquan takes out Lightning Z4's ultimate, but Daquan gets taken out by Napster. That grenade Napster puts in. Misses his ultimate, but he'll be taken out by Nayan right before he could shoot it. Lightning Z4 takes advantage of the situation, takes out Nayan. Really need to make sure that they win this round, and well, as I just said, Topes in, and he'll be spotting on towards U-Haul. Nobody has his back there. If he pushes in too hard, he'll be spotted by the Reina, but he actually managed to. He has moved
He
back,
does
and
find a
Fury
kill.
Fighter will be quickly moving.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Good Game 1 College Esports Championship. We are done with 2 matches for the day, and now we'll be heading into the 3rd match of the day. But 2 matches were completely power packed. Cruciator, with 2 matches done, what are your expectations right now for the 3rd match?
The last match that we just saw, that was pretty amazing. We could have seen an overtime coming in from IIT KGP Legends, but I mean, the last few rounds we just couldn't see that teamwork for Nayan and Jim. But right now, I'm actually pretty excited to see what SOL Super Hustlers and AIT Star Blazers have to offer. And I mean, it's just been an amazing match coming up.
I agree with you. I mean, there's a lot more power packed games that we'll be looking into, but Ascent is the map that we'll be heading into match 3. And this has been,
Once
I
again.
understand, a community favorite map, but Cruciator, to let you know, because you've joined in, I mean, after 2 days, this has been a map that we have seen in a day at least twice or thrice picked. I mean, players are using this map as much as possible because I have casted this now for, in total, in just 3 days, it's going to be the 10th time I'm casting Ascent, I guess.
I've been there. Like, even the other tournaments I've casted for, they've just Ascent is one of the most favorite maps for everyone. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's the aesthetics that it just gives out, because as soon as you pop into the game for the first time itself, you just see everything that matches Ascent. But at the same time, it feels homey for some reason.
I agree with you. A couple of players feel that it's a map that they are happy with, but now it's going to be 2 teams. There is Star Blazers along with SOL Super Hustlers. I mean, there's a lot of cool names coming through, but let's look at the agent lineup. It's going to be a Sage, Jet, Killjoy, Brimstone along with the Sova on the end of defense, a good one. But on the end of Super Hustlers, they have a Jet, they have an Astra, which I really love, Breach, Raze, as well as the Sage. So this lineup is kind of looking like an aggressive lineup, and especially that they're starting on attack, they do have that aggressive push they can do. They have flashes in their name, they have gravity wells, nebulas that they can use along with Razor's Boombot as well as paint shells. But on their defense end, they have a Killjoy and a Sage which can prevent the push coming through along with the Nanostorm as well as slow op. But they need to be smart about it because Astra, being that controller, is super efficient and powerful compared to Brim.
Very true indeed. And Astra in the right hands can actually manage to clutch such rounds that we in such ways that we would never expect. And right now we're seeing a push on towards the A site, A main actually. Karthik come up still with a classic. He will be holding that position. Ashish though, she gets flashed off. Oh, Negi takes out Karthik, and Ashish has been taken out by Dark Thunder. Red Devil takes out Dark Thunder, but it's a 2v4 for the defenders at this point. Ghost Sharif ready to get a few more kills, but Negi takes out the Hanos as well. And Red Devil just trying to hold on to his life, trying to get a few more kills, and he might just get taken out by
player
the...
standing.
No, he will not, but he gets taken out by Hazy. Sharif with only 3 HP left, he'll be taken out by Negi. 3rd kill of the round for Negi. First round will quickly be going to SOL Super Hustlers.
Looking at the players coming from teams right now, they have a Sentinel who ends up becoming a Battle Sage, a Cypher, or a Killjoy. Again, you can see Battle Sage coming up, starting things off on a good note with a 3k and not even going down. Just goes to say that the side of SOL Super Hustlers, as I said, they have an aggressive force looking at their lineup, and they've managed to convert it. Now with an anti-eco round, they have a free round in their favor, but looking at the defenders, they said no, as they have force this round, and this is going to be a very important round for the side of AIT Star Blazers, because with this force coming through, they need to convert it right here or right now. If they manage to miss this round, they're going to be going to an hard eco because of their force.
Yes, indeed, and it almost seemed like they had forgotten the spike, but the Astra just went back and got it back. And yep, they will be going in for another A push. Twix, on the other hand, damages the Hanos, and Hazy confirms the kill. Sharif, on the other hand, trying to get Dark Thunder out, and he will. Red Devil, on the other hand, still on Heaven. Trigger from strong range. He finds 3 people, but he'll be taken out by Zombat without even getting a single kill. Ashish, though, she's still on Heaven. Spots Zombat, he takes him out.
Spike down A.
And Karthik gets taken out right as he was reloading. Twix gets taken out by Sharif, and at this point it's a 1v2 situation for the Sage on site.
Last player standing.
What was Sharif
He
doing
takes
there?
out
I
Sharif
mean,
as well.
his
no clue.
mouse was somewhere
Honestly,
else.
no clue.
Negi is
comes
like,
in with that
okay, let me
clutch.
just take the advantage. He is just walking away with an advantage there. Very unfortunate. Star Blazers brought the round back. They did try to pull it off, but Sharif, all of a sudden, I'm not sure whether he lost his connection to his monitor, maybe lost some interference to his vision, because everybody was on side. He could have had a better chance in that fight. But very unfortunate for his end, he went back, gave a lot of sound cues for the Sage, and Negi, being that battle Sage, took down two people immediately and bought the round back for his team.
Indeed, and we will be seeing a full buy round for the defending team, that is AIT Star Blazers at this point. Nahano's ready with the recon darts, puts it up. But on the other hand, the attacking team itself, as well, Super Hustlers, have actually gone in for full buys instead of saving the Spectres.
I mean, they did not have a chance to have Spectres because only Negi was the person with the Spectre, and you can see he's the one with the Spectre. Everybody else did have to go for a full buy. But looking at this, they did go for an aggressive B execute, but immediately are rotating very fast to trees. They have control of trees, and again, look at Negi and Zombat. They managed to get a kill here. Yes, there's going to be a Nano Swarm preventing the spike coming through, but look at this play. They are so aggressive that Negi has come into rafters, puts up a wall, and the spike is also making its way in. The spike has been planted. Now it's going to be a retake, but look at this. A slow rotate coming through. Dark Thunder completely range superior on the opponent, takes up two people out of the boat. AC on the other end will find one, and it's going to be Zombat with the second kill again, making Super Hustlers on top with the flawless round. And that's going to be 3 rounds all done and dusted for the side of SOL Super Hustlers, and a great start for them.
Spike is here.
I have a bad feeling this match might become a bit one-sided, but at the same time I'm hoping it doesn't, because previous 2 matches that we've seen, they have been an absolute source of entertainment for us, and at the same time, even on this map, I mean on Ascent, it is really easy for a match to become one-sided, because you can just go ahead and try out different strategies and it will just work out for you. On the other hand, we are seeing a 3-0 lead on SL Super Hustlers, and I mean, AIT Star Blazers really need to step their game up if they want to win. We are not seeing the coordination that we need to on AIT Super Hustlers. And we're still on Spectres. They have had 2 forced by this round. Oh, Ashidoshi gets spotted, but he'll be taken out by Negi right before he could actually shoot. I mean, that was really slow reaction time. They might have had some ping issues. Red Devil, Classic will be facing off against Dark Thunder. He's been flashed, but he will be taken out as he was flashed. He did deal a little bit of damage to Dark Thunder, but it will not be enough. Dark Thunder goes back for the third. 3 takes down 2 of the 3, and the Brimstone
Stop
has
this,
had 3.
man!
He's not even looking back. Brimstone is looking. Oh, wow. 4K coming in from Dark Thunder. He takes out of all the 3 people that beat him, Lucy. He took down all 3 of them. He followed the last one to the end and he got him out.
Breach, oh Breach, what did you just do? And Dark Thunder, I mean, Dark and Thunder in his name, and he's been doing that. He's been the dark force for his team, and Super Hustlers, as you said, it's looking to be a one-sided match. Every round that we have seen AIT Star Blazers not having great guns, they're just trying to force the matter on hand and trying to play with whatever weaponry they can. Again, you can see not great weapons. There's an Ares, couple of only good rifles of Phantom and Vandal, and most of them have Spectres and Ares, as I said. But again, look at them, no fear on the side of SOL. Super Hustlers, they've got an entry into sight along with this Cosmic Divide. They'll be getting the spike down very early, but this Jet has read it. She's trying to go in, but the wall coming through will put a dampen in her push coming through to B.
Indeed, and as you just said, the Cosmic Divide did actually play a huge role in them getting so early, getting into the site so early, and Twix takes out Red Devil, Sharif takes out Twix, Dark Knight takes out Sharif. Oh my god, this is like a complete trade fest. 1-4 for the Sova, and the last one gets taken out. Crazy takes out the Hanos. 5-0 coming in, and I mean, Super Hustlers are not letting a single mistake go down.
Yes, Super Hustlers are not letting anything go down from their end. They're just taking down players. But one thing, Cruciator, that you did not see was Zombat went AFK in between, because of which, even though the Cosmic Divide came through and they could have taken the spike into sight and planted, they couldn't because he went AFK and they had to force the matter and fight out there. I was watching and I was like, what's going to happen right now? Will this be a disadvantage or will Super Hustlers bring it back? And Super Hustlers did bring it back. Now the recon coming through at B main will reveal Twix's position, and Twix should back off, and he does along with his team, because the spike is at mid and they do have a better mid control compared to their opponent, because the opponent is all stacked at B. And Dark Thunder, he has to get out. He does get out, but now this will not let him go away, as it's going to deep fry him, and that's going to be the first kill coming for the side of AIT State Blazers. And this is the start with first bloods also coming in their favor, as the Sage takes one kill, and this is going to be the ultimate resurrection that needs to come back.
And Negi now ready with his Spectre once again. He's only been playing with this Spectre, and he has finally been taken out by Ashish Doshi. 3v4 for the attackers. Team SL Super Hustlers not looking too good right now, and I mean, things really need to turn around for them, and they do have the potential to do it, but I mean, they still need those opportunities. Fix takes out Ashish with his boombot.
Boombot?
How did that happen? How
All the
did
way
that
at B.
happen? Oh my god. I mean, how? Yeah, why did they
Boombot
not actually get it
Cruci
out?
is
I have
cursed.
no idea.
It's cursed, Boombot.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
It just Tokyo drifted
God.
right into his face is my guess. And I mean,
I think so. I agree with you.
Placing sentry.
Ouch.
3v3
He's going to be
position.
feeling it.
The spike is already down. Hazy gets
One
that kill
enemy remaining.
on Karthik, and the last kill coming in from Twix. Twix gets a 4k this round. A round that did not seem to be in the hands of the attackers has been converted into a round that the attackers won. I mean, what do you even call this? Amazing comeback in the round by Team SOL Super Hustlers.
I mean, they had an opening that they needed. The opening did work out in their favor. But then again, the side of AIT Star Blazers could not convert it. I heard the boombot coming to Ashish Doshi there. He went for cover, but when the boombot was about to get like self-destruct, he went right in its face, I guess, and it just went boom on his face. Very unfortunate for Ashish, but the side of SOL Super Hustlers, 6 rounds, they've won back to back, and it looks like there's nobody stopping. There's one person on side, they need to clear him, right behind brown box, and this might be the kill that they needed, but immediately Zombat will trade him out, and that's going to be the start for the side of SOL Super Hustlers, along with the spike going down.
The ultimate comes down for Red Devil. He takes 2 hits from the aftershock, and Red Devil is Karthik. He might get taken out by the Sage on top, but not yet, however. The ball hasn't gone down yet. I mean, is he stopped? It's a 4v3 for the attackers.
Remaining.
What?
Hunter takes out 2, 3 HP. What? How are they doing this? Just how exactly are they doing this? This is
Insane.
Oh my god, the attackers are just taking rounds away. As easy as taking away candy from a baby. Oh my god. This is not at all looking good for AIT Star Blazers at this point. I mean, they really need to do something. They need to win the next 5 rounds. They need to at least win the next 4 rounds, if not 5. They need to win 4 out of 5 rounds if they really want a chance in this match. Otherwise, they will just be eliminated pretty quickly. Dark Thunder looks like he will be using his Rolling Thunder. Hazy with the Origin Operator. He will be spotting nobody at this point again. The stage does not re-peak. Yep, goes down. Dark Thunder takes out Karthik. Dark Thunder takes out Tahanos as well.
What?
What are they doing? Entering the site and getting a 3k like that? Is it really that easy? Come on, he's making it look way too easy. He's got to... Okay, he finally gets taken out by Red Devil.
One
It's a
enemy
2v3
remaining.
for the defenders. Twix takes out Red Devil. It's a 1v2 for Ashish Doshi. He has...
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
no.
Oh my god. Oh, this is way too unfortunate.
Oh.
Negi comes in, gets that kill. 8-0
charges
becomes the score. That actually could have been a round that could have gone to the
Weapon
defenders, but Negi with
Weapon
that
here.
cheeky little mid backstab comes in and takes away that round from the hands of the defenders, that is AIT Star Blazers.
It looks like Cruci, that SOL Super Hustlers are reading the opponent in terms of their rotate, in terms of where they're playing, because Negi had no right to be at mid after such a long time, because the spike had gone down. Dark Thunder was completely reigning superior from A main to CT along through Garden, and there was I'm not even sure how Negi took so much time away and slowly managed to say sing a couple of songs and make his way back. And again, look at this. Ashish Doshi had a better angle. He had the opening to fight that off, but he'll just let the operator play his role and get that kill. Again, Dark Thunder goes in, he gets a kill, but this time Sharif was not standing like a wall. He gets that immediate trade, brings it back to a 3v4, but that does not matter as Twix on all the way around the map will get one kill for his favor. Jet misses his shot, but Negi does not. Negi is there for the cover, and it's looked like they don't even care where the spike goes on as Ring Roses is happening. Twix says no more as Twix closes the round as Super Hustlers are walking away round after round after round, and it's already 9 points on the table.
The confidence that they have, the confidence that Negi must have had to actually go ahead from mid towards a backstab. I mean, that takes some huge guts, and I mean, kudos to Negi for actually pulling that off. And the previous round, I mean, things are not at all working out for AIT Star Blazers, and I mean, what do I even say to this? They've just been winning constantly, 9-0. Are you kidding me at this point? Ashish Doshi gets that kill. Finally, a first blood from the side of the defenders. Twix ready with his ultimate, but he will not be finding anybody. He will just be using it in vain, it seems. He might not. Oh, it seems like he did. Spots someone. He will be holding that angle. Spots from the top, takes him out. Spots another one, takes 2 out. 3v3.
Twix!
He took 2 out right as he was going down. Bad slow up by Negi. He'll have to move up.
That's going to hurt for the defenders. That's going to ruin the defenders' confidence, because if somebody is able to take down 3 people, I mean, take down 3 people as 3 people are right on his face, that just goes to say that this man has guts to fight off anybody. And as I was speaking, Hazy said it's not only Twix who can do it, it's the whole team. Hazy with the operator got 2 kills there.
He just came in, he peeked twice.
Spike's
He
here.
got 2 kills and just moves away. And nothing happened.
Blowing our minds right now, Cruci. Blowing our minds.
Amazing plays.
This is a
Starblazers have
strong
nothing to offer
contender.
in return.
Yeah, nothing to offer. This is going to be a strong contender for a team that we saw on day 1, DSU Panthers. So SOL Super Hustlers are putting a good performance. Rolling Thunder is going to be wasted because there's nobody at B side. What is the defense doing right now?
Oh my god, they're just taking their chances on luck at this point. They were just hoping for the attackers to turn up on A, it seems, and
again!
Twix did manage to give them their choice, but at the same time he takes 1 down, he takes down 2! This mad lad! Thrown back spotted by Karthik, and he's been taken
Last
down.
player
But
standing.
honestly, I don't even expect him to lose around at this point. There we go, 11-0! SOL Superstars, Super Hustlers.
Last round in
They
the
just-
half.
Making them cry for the rounds, for the kills even. And I mean, none of the defenders have actually reached the double digits in the kills region, whereas on the defender side, with attacker side, we're seeing 4 people in the double digits for kills.
I mean, I would say even the controller from their end, Astra is playing a great part. I mean, if not for a Nebula, not for a Gravity Wells, they would not be able to get a control. Dark Thunder, stop it! What a jump peak! I mean, how did you land that with an operator? A jump peak? This man is insane. Somebody needs to stop this guy right here, right now. But right now, they've got the first blood and the opening that they needed, and they're looking forward to make this first half to be a 12-0.
I mean, they're just playing mini games at this point. I mean, honestly, he does
Again!
it again. Oh my god, he's just putting up flashes for
One
his team,
enemy
casually
remaining.
picking up a few kills from the operator. Last person standing. He is at B. The spike will be going down at A. Tahano is still not moving from this
planted.
site. What is he up to?
You want to fight it?
Cosmic Divide goes down. Last round of the spots him. Negi steals the kill away from Hazy and looks like
Hazy is
a
mad.
little bit, yep, he is mad at Negi for
sides.
taking away that ultimate kill
Match
from him.
point.
Sides have been switched. Defending team will now be AIT Star Blazers and SOL Super Hustlers will be on the. Wait, defending team will be SOL Super Hustlers and AIT Star Blazers will be attacking. 12-0. I mean, this is already match point for SOL Super Hustlers, and I mean, I don't really think there's much that can be done from SOL AIT Star Blazers. I mean, we've seen comebacks from 11-1, we've seen comebacks from 10-2 even, but I mean, 12-0. The max I can offer you right now, AIT Star Blazers, is a 13-4.
I agree with you. I mean, Kursi, this is going to be a tough call, but the teams do have a chance of taking a timeout, trying to figure things out. But as we said, this looks like one team was ready for this tournament, another one might be they were not sure that this kind of a competition might be put up on the very first match that they're trying to play off. But it's just Twix. Everybody, I mean, not just Twix, Hazy, Dark Thunder, everybody feeling themselves, going for a kill. And again, look them. They are at very good angles, mostly aggressive, because you look at Astra, she's already pushing into vines all the way through. The Rays did push through B main, did not find anybody except for, I guess, the turret, which also was called back. But now there's going to be a complete rotate happening from the attackers. But Zombat is at vines, and if Zombat's location is not red, is not cleared, this is going to be good night, because look at this play coming in. Zombat will pick one kill, he might be able to pick another one, does a little bit of damage, but Red Devil will manage to do the trade, but that's still disadvantage for the attackers.
They still have Dark Thunder to look out for, and I mean, it's a 2v3 already for the attackers, and they will have to be really careful if they want to move ahead in this match. Dark Thunder at this point is just trying to get those kills. 30 seconds left on the clock, and the attackers really need to get a few more kills. Dark Thunder goes down by Karthik. Finally, it's a 2v2 situation. Negi ready with his ghost. He has the spike in his
Look at
sights,
Brim.
so
Look at Brim on the
might
backstab.
just run
10
out.
seconds left.
Time.
Time might just run out at this point. I don't think they
Last
have
player
enough time.
standing.
Negi takes up
down
Karthik, and they have lost it due to the time. Defenders have taken this
Defenders
match
win.
13-0. As well, Super Hustlers, we will be on the lookout for you in the future matches.
They are a team that we have to look out for, Cruzy, because with that
ICC.
performance, it was amazing play coming from the
Yes.
side of SOL
They top one.
wrestlers. They managed to
ऐसे
pull it
चार
off
groups हैं ना, ऐसे ही
really,
हमारे
really well. This is the
teams हैं.
kind of play that we did want to
अच्छा,
see
उसने
from
kick
a
कर दिया
couple
हमको?
of teams, but this also puts a target on their back, saying that this is one of the teams that the next upcoming teams, or even the teams that we have already faced or seen in this tournament, that everybody needs to be worried about. And for the viewers as well, this is a team that I'm pretty sure most of you will try to hype up about, because with such a huge performance that they put off, a lot of people will be rooting for them. I mean, Dark Thunder, whether he was
The
Dark
plays
or
that he pulled
Thunder,
off.
he was the Storm. He just was insane.
Yes, indeed. Look at the KD on Negi. Oh my god. Look at the KD ratio on Hazy.
14?
He's got a KD
Okay.
ratios of 14 and 12.
14.
Come on, they died once throughout the match. That's straight up disrespectful to their opponents, man. I mean,
On another level they
way
were.
too sad. Yep, on a different level at this point. I mean, Negi coming in with that battle stage, he's got 8 assists. What do you even say to that?
I mean, not only assist, Crucy, look at their first bloods. It's evenly spread out. 2 for Dark Thunder, 1 for Twix, 2 for Jet, 2 for the Sage, 3 for Jet, and 2 for again Zombat. There's like, let everybody spread the kills across. I mean, they did play really well. For a fact that
Yep.
their aim was on point, their team game was on point. They used their flashes. Even though their flashes were missed, they were checking angles. And that's what you need from your team. You cannot say that this is open, the site is clear, without checking each nook and corner. And that's what the side of SOL Super Hustlers were doing. That they did just put it really, really well. I really like the play coming from SOL Super Wrestlers, a team game as well as a good competition that they put off in their opponent. But for the side of AD Star Blazers, maybe a next time that we will be looking forward to them. Very unfortunate for the loss with the 13-0, but it was a dominant performance. But that just hyped me up with third match. If it's like that, what can be the fourth match? But one thing I've been lacking, Cruci, with all the maps that we have, I've still not seen Breeze. Breeze is a map that I've kind of loved because
We do need to see.
you cannot
Breeze,
say
yeah.
it's defense oriented or attack for a fact that it's completely spread across.
Very true, and I mean, even the regular teams. I mean, we've even seen Team Fnatic actually struggle on Breeze. They actually lost that map on Wave against Wave, and I mean, things were not looking good. And even then, we do not have strategies planned out for Breeze. We are not seeing much lineups coming up, and things just don't work out for most teams at this point.
I agree with you. I mean, just like the initial Icebox map that came later point in Valorant, Breeze is now that map that every team does not want to pick initially. But let's talk about the maps later on, because now after a long time we are seeing Heaven coming for the fourth match of the day with Mate Astros along with RV Racers. This is going to be a match that I'm really excited, because with the defense maps that we have seen throughout the initial 3 days, this is going to be the first attacker sided map that it might end up favoring. Whether it's going to be Mate Astros that will be able to pull it off, or RV Racers, I'll be looking forward to it. But Cruci, what is your thoughts from this end? Whether the attackers will be able to pull it off, or will defense be better? Because with the tournament that has been happening, defense has also had a chance to understand how they can pull things back on the map of Heaven.
Very true, and I mean, I've actually seen some really great plays happening on the map of Haven. I've seen some amazing retakes using Astra's Cosmic Divide. I've seen some amazing retakes using the Brimstone's Ultimate even, and things just turn around in an instant on this map. And although we might say it's more of an attacker-based map because of the number of planting sites that we have available to ourselves, and the accessibility that we have to each and every site from one side to another. It's just a very quick rotatable map, but at the same time, the defenders can rotate as well, and things just keep going on pretty easily for the attacking side. And looks like we already have the lineups ready. We have a few more soft picks on the attacking side. That is Team RV Racers.
There are a soft picks, but let's talk about the picks that has come from Mate Astros. That's going to be a Sage, Jet, Brim, along with the Phoenix and a Sova. A good lineup in terms of holding as well as playing with smokes. But on the side of RV Racers, they're getting their picks through as a Killjoy comes online. Rena, an agent that I love. She's online because that Empress, once it goes boom, there's no stopping her. And if somebody's playing Rena really well, I really love it. But there's a Sova along with the Brim as well as the Jet. The lineup's a bit similar, only in change of
They
one
really
duelist
are.
as well as the Sentinel.
One Sentinel. Yep. I mean, on this map, honestly, which do you think is the better Sentinel, Sage or Killjoy? What would be your preference?
I would say Killjoy, because she can put her Nano Swarm on a different position and can delay the plant or delay the push coming through. In terms of her defense, even in attack, she's going to play a huge role, because her Molly lineups or even the post plant situation, she can buy a lot of time. But on the other end, Sage, her wall is usually used only to block off B. So kind of Sage can be some Sentinel that if she holds B for a long time, then things can work out better. But having Sentinel as a Killjoy, your backstabs is also something that you can not be worried about. Your mind can be free on the force that is coming right at you.
Indeed, very true. And I mean, that was the answer I was looking for, because I mean, seriously, Killjoy, the way she can hold down sites all by herself without even being on the site, it's kind of amazing.
Yep, but with the start of the pistol round, it's going to be a couple of ghosts as well as a couple of people playing with classics. But with the economy change that has been done, a lot of people have to at least go for abilities versus weaponry. So the first pistol round depends on how these teams play. But with the sky smoke coming through, they're going to block vision. But look at Shake, he's coming through. But in the meantime, Killjoy has already picked up a kill. Shake reads that with just a couple of pixels inside the smoke, uses it in his favor. A beautiful kill coming through. Reno is looking to it. Reno gets one kill. Reno might be able to take another one, but eventually will go to cover. But look at A Shot. There's nobody to watch A Shot. Brim managed to come there, but will not be able to help his team out as Zena goes down, and it's back to a 3v3. But they did not lose the spike. That's going to be a good one that they can be happy about.
Shadowblade takes out. Oh,
What?
just as he was about to move back, reload. No emoji comes in and takes him out with a shotty from the back. Weiss ready on the C
Spike
side,
planted.
ready to enter. He's already spotted both of them. He knows where the spike is planted, but at the same time, he will need the support of his teammate to actually
player
regain the side. And just as we were talking about it, she comes in and gets onto the rescue. 1v2 for the Brimstone. He will try to get that kill, but he might just get taken out. Yes, he will. Weiss comes and takes him out from the other side. First round will be going to Might Astros. Amazing team play there.
Just like a backstab that can happen way before the spike goes down, it can still happen after the spike goes down. So the attackers, even though it's an attack favored map, because we said the defense is going to be spread thin over all the three sides. So if you're able to rush in and take a site and go for a post plant situation, you'll have a good day. But if you take your own time and give the defenders time to reposition and regroup, they'll have most number of players on the last side that is going to be attacked, and they will have a good chance of either a retake or a backstab, and that's what just happened. Killjoy that went down, it did not work in their favor. Now with the Spectre coming through, they might be able to pill a kill. One does come through, still the recon pinging him, he does not care, he's going in, but there's one person who was still in the window. But look at this push coming from all the sides, they're making a spree of kills. It's all up to the last player, and he's at C. Nobody has gone to C, but eventually will make their way. With the right pick coming through, it's going to be a like taking him down, and a flawless round. Less than 30 seconds. Astros closed this second round as well, but it was, as I said, an anti-eco that did have to work in their favor.
Amazing play there. They just rushed in like anything. They were actually running and gunning, even though Riot Games says that they have patched it. But I mean, we did see it in play right now.
I mean, it's
2-0 coming up the
Spectres.
score. And yeah, exactly. I mean, it's supposed to be used while running, and not on long distance, not at all. And this round it will be really interesting to see, because the RV racers will be going in for a full buy, I presume. And on the other hand, we have team Might Astros on the Spectres still. Oh, Ryuno tries to get two, but he will instead be taken out by Rathor. And no emoji takes out Shadowblade. Chaos ready with that kill. He might get this. Yes. Brimstone gets the other Brimstone. He takes out his copy. But GXG alike coming from the back, and he distracts Shake long enough for the Brimstone to come in and get that kill. 1v3 for Chaos at this point. He will spot the Brimstone coming in. He takes him out with the Phantom, and he spots a Sage, but he'll be taken out quickly by the Sage using that Spectre. Third round will be going to Might Astros as well. I mean, do you think this will be another very dominant performance by Might Astros, Lucy?
See, this is what I said. I mean, you need to be worried about backstab happening to the attackers itself. If attackers take a lot of time on their own without doing a fast execution, they'll end up going down, and that's what happened. You looked at, again, an aggression coming from all the three sides, but nobody was ready to fight with them. They were just holding garden, they were just holding garage push, and very unfortunate for their end. Yes, they did manage to get a couple of trades, but eventually there were just too many people pushing at them, and if the defense is like this for back-to-back rounds, the other side of attackers will have a hard time fighting. They need to take a break, take a quick pause to regroup, because look at this again, going in for a window peek. The hot hands come through, they do not manage to go back, but look at this again, push coming through, they're not able to stop. Neo takes two people out, ultimate already popped out, and a backstab to those blades. What a play coming in from Might Astros. They're not even letting rounds last for 20 or 30 seconds. They're like, okay, we have one objective, take the attackers out, rush. Their command is rush.
That's not even their objective at this point. That's not even their objective. Their one objective is to kill. Find and kill. That's all. Either kill or they get killed and just get done with the match already. I mean, what are they even trying to do at this point? This is supposed to be a tag shooter, right? Not just a shooter? if I'm not wrong.
Exactly.
I don't
And with
see
the
no tag.
abilities, yeah, no tag, run and gun.
Exactly. I mean, even the abilities coming in, Bruno might be facing off against the Brimstone here. He has been spotted, but even with the charge, the Brimstone gets
enemy
taken
remaining.
out. Oh my, another 1v5 situation for the Jet, and he gets taken out. Oh my god. They're basically slaughtering them at this point.
This is going to be really hard. This is going to be a really hard match to watch for RB Racers because anything that they're trying to do is being shut down right at the attacker's lobby. They're not even able to make their way into site. Yes, one person is trying to make their way into site, get the spike down, but it's either only one or two because everybody else going down at attacker lobby. Again, look at the aggressive force from the side of attackers. They're holding it back to back. Again, the Jet pushing in. Jet is going in, does random sprays, but there are 4 people right now. This is not going to be good as Rato will pick that first kill, and this is going to be the opening frag that they needed. Now they need to be worried about the backstab, and again, look at this. The Killjoy reads it but waits too long, but C should be the side that they need to rush into, but they wait a little bit too long. There's going to be a trade coming through, and it's back to a 3v3 situation. This is what the defenders are trying to make it back in their advantage again and again.
And the Hellfire comes in.
Oh no!
Oh, the Phoenix is taken out just
Why?
by the corner.
Hello, guys? Wait, what is this happening?
I
Why
don't know
why
what
are
to
you
do.
missing your shots right now?
Planted.
That's 3.
Oh my god, we're already seeing the Brimstone on the way to an ace.
Brim? Nobody's
Quickly
watching
moving to
Brim.
side.
One enemy remaining.
Oh
Gets
no.
another one.
Brim's on a 4th kill. 6th
Last one gets
round.
taken away. The ace is gone. But I mean, 6 consecutive rounds slaughtering your opposition like that. I mean, oof. This is way too much difficult for me to watch, man. I mean, this is some next level plays that we are seeing.
There are a lot of teams I'm noting down right now, Cruci, because as we progress, I think there's going to be a lot of teams that I will look out as how they'll turn up. Because yes, there might be kind of a skill set mismatch from a couple of teams, maybe a lineup mismatch and team synergy mismatch as well. But how we progress in the tournament and how they manage to pull back is what I'm looking forward to. Again, a complete regroup and a 5-man stack at A lobby, but this time they're a little bit slow from the end of Astros because they have understood that a lot of people are holding positions in terms of getting kills. But again, now it's just punishing. They have read it that they're stacking a position and it's 2 people already down. A Brim and a Sage are taking kills who have to be a controller as well as a sentinel. They're managing to pull it off, and again, look at this. Neo reads it.
Remaining.
Neo gets a kill as well as
Spike
Waze.
down
They're going to
A.
make it really hard as Waze with a 2nd kill again takes down their opponent, and 7 rounds back to back on defense. I don't want to say this, but is this again a 13-0 already?
I mean, we do have the chances of that happening, but at the same time, we are seeing the Sage and Sova fight back. I mean, they might get a few rounds in and they might even try to make a full-fledged comeback, but it will be very, very difficult for them.
Let's fly.
Yep, if defense is like this from the side of Astros, then just imagine attack Cruci. Because if they're going ham on the opponent, they'll not stop on attack.
They are, yep, exactly. I mean, they're basically attacking while they are defenders. I mean, what do you... what was no emoji
Neo?
doing? What was he doing? Riono comes
Neo
in,
had
takes out
enough.
the
He's
Brimstone
like-
casually. Alright, I'm done. 1 kill, that's it. My teammates can take care of the rest.
One enemy remaining.
They are
Gets
taking
him
care. They
against
are.
the judge. Yep. This is the team synergy we were talking about. This is what was lacking in Man's team as well. I mean, amazing. What do I even say to this? 8-0. We're seeing no emoji become a battle stage again, and the second death that he just had was more of an intentional death than the first one.
Yeah. It was a
He
bait
was-
that he did there.
Yep, just for his other teammates to actually come around. He's just making basic noise, and he was making it very obvious that he's making noise with the way he was moving his mouse around.
I mean, I don't want to call it way sooner, but it looks like one of these teams is just a little bit better. I mean, some people might think we are kind of biased, but at this moment, it's just one team that's better. I mean, that's what we are talking about. The opponent is just missing a lot of shots. Again, look at this. There's one person who was stuck here on boxes, but very unfortunate. He has a judge. He might be able to pull it off, but says no from Alike. He gets one. He gets the third as well. And he's going to be taking his team to the 9th point. I mean, he was stuck in that position. I understand having a judge. He did not have a battle to put forth. But it's also not a position to hold with a judge.
Indeed, and I mean, you can just get baited from like 4 positions, I guess. One from garage, one from back, one from B side itself, one from window. I mean, that's just way too open for a judge to actually be used. Even if you were with the Spectre, I could have actually backed you up a little bit. But I mean, again, with the judge, right as you said, I mean, that was no weapon of choice for that place. Shadowblade takes out Ryuno.
That's going to be the first kill coming, but that's going to be the last, as they say. The ultimate will be taken down, but GXCG, like, he has the information that he needed. Along with the Brimstone, he's going to pick one. Neo right now is not landing his operator shots. Very unfortunate for him. Maybe he will go back to his gun right now, but it's going to be a 3v2 advantage for the defenders. But attackers are trying to make it work. But with 29 HP on the Brimstone, not having an heal, things will make matter will get really difficult because the spike has been dropped at A lobby, and with the hot hands coming, with Alike gets a kill, Vase also gets one more for his team, and Astros back to back are making this a very quick match with 10 rounds, 10 points online as well.
Oh my god. I mean, 10 rounds directly in a row. They've almost all of them have gotten, like 3 of the players from Mate Astros have already gotten over 10 kills. And I mean, what do I even say to this? They're already dominating this round. They've already gotten more than 1 kill in all 10 rounds. That's what I was about to say. And just the recon dart going in. I mean, GXG Alike pushing in way too hard. He will be going ahead trying to get a few kills here. Spots 3, gets 1, gets 2. What? Get another one. Ryuno gets 2. Curveball actually flashes Ryuno for a while there. Oh, Chaos gets that kill on Alike. And Shadow Blood with that last kill, but he will be taken out in the end as well, as the Brimstone comes in 11-0. This is looking like a done deal for RV Racers.
It surely does, Krusi. It surely does. Very unfortunate for the side of RV Racers. They do have ultimates, but they're unable to stop the brute force coming in from defense. I mean, they are unable to play their aim battle. They're trying to get trades off each other, and if that's what they can do, I think trade game should be something that they should look for. They should bait their teammates and try to get it back in their favor, because right now brute forcing on the opponent is not at all working.
Indeed, and looks like we'll be seeing a few shock darts coming in. We might even get to see a kill.
Oh no!
Hunter's Fury coming in. This will detect a few people, but will he be able to get it into a kill? No, he will not. The Hunter's Fury did detect someone, but it did not end up in a kill. Zero comes in anyways.
They don't even worry about the lockdown.
Switching sides.
They're done.
Match point.
It's already done for them. They're on the attacking side now with the aggressive gameplay that we've already been seeing from their side. On the defender's side, I mean, I don't think this is going to last very long.
I know we cannot change things back now, but admin team, if we can do it, can we put the side of Mate Astros on attack? Because I want to see the whole
We
thing
really
from
would like to see
how
that.
they do
We'd
attack.
really like to
Because
see it.
yeah, their brute force on defense, I mean, it's not easy to pull that off. I'll tell you, whether it's going to be a pro team, whether it's going to be any other teams that we are seeing, it's not going to be easy to brute your force on a attacker sided map and get it working in your favor. But the side of Mate Astros have just been playing exceptionally well, and look at them. This is what I said, a very quick execute at C side might be what is happening. And look at this, That's what they did. They used their utilities, took control of C, and now they don't have any chance for the defenders to go for a backstab.
Light comes in, takes out Shake, instantly spotting him. He will be facing off against the Brimstone here on
enemy
on garage window. He's the last one standing, and he will be taken out. 13-0. Another 13-0 coming in. What were we even casting for? I mean, this was a done deal. They already. This was an interesting match by itself. They did not need us for this.
It was exceptionally played from the side of Mate Astros. I mean, for them, this round,
say
they
the
just
least.
felt. They were just happy about it. They just walked away with kills and kills. That I mean, this just goes to say that Mate Astros were just better prepared compared to RV Races. RV Races, as I said, they did have trade games working in their favor, but the trade game did not put them on top because the trades were not intentional. The trades were just happening because there were just 4 people on a particular lobby, whether it was C, B, or A lobby on their attacking half. It was not intentional. If they did manage to do it intentionally, I think it could have changed a face with given him 13 or 13 to 4, something like that. But unfortunate, as the kills, looking at the kill feed for Mate Astros, evenly spread and evenly dominated on RV Races.
Indeed, and I mean, there's not much to say. I mean, they've all gone ahead and gotten a KD of almost 2, or even like Noimajee got a KD of over 3, even 3.5. Amazing, amazingly well played. I like coming in with that KD of over 4, and I mean, it's just way too good. They're just way too good at this game. And I mean, this will be another team to look out for, if I'm being honest.
Yep, another team on the books for everybody to watch out for the viewers, because this is just getting better. Yes, it's going to be match 4 that we just finished, but before we end, anything that you have that you want to talk about, Cruci, because we have witnessed 4 intense matches. 2 matches were one-sided, the first 2 matches were not. So what do you think these college teams are packing, because they are going to be the rising stars?
I mean, honestly, I could actually see them in the VCC and think that they were pros. Like the last team that we just played, that was just amazing. And the 13-0 that just came in from Might Astros. I mean, I think I've actually heard the GXG players going ahead and with the VCC. There was this other team that I had actually seen play, and they actually lost to that team, and they were actually a pretty good team that I was talking about. And I mean, losing to GXD, I now see why they lost.
I mean, that was a really good match that we just saw. I mean, yes, it could have been something else. As I said, RV Racers should have understood what was happening. They should have understood what kind of a strategy they needed to put forth, take a timeout or something. That's something that teams right now are not doing. If the teams are hearing us out, take a timeout, because you still can regroup and bring things back in your favor. But until then, this is going to be 3 days of matches that we have done, and still a long way to go. It's around 16 teams that have played right now, a lot more teams to come up and fight, 24 teams that have played, and a lot more teams that have to come up. But this is going to be the end of day 3. This is going to be me, Lucifer, along with Cruciator, signing off and telling you guys we'll be waiting you for day 4, because that's going to be one heck of a day that you and us will be looking out for.
Thank you, and we will see you next. The Hunter's Fury coming in to prevent the spike from being planted, and he, at this point, coming in. Jim Esports too.
no.
He has gotten both of them. It's a 1v2. They will try to go ahead and get a few picks, but they will be unable to do that. Daquan takes out Lightning Z4's ultimate, but Daquan gets taken out by Napster. That grenade Napster puts in. Misses his ultimate, but he'll be taken out by Nayan right before he could shoot it. Lightning Z4 takes advantage of the situation, takes out. They really need to make sure that they win this round, and well, as I just said, Popes in, and he'll be spotting on towards U-Haul. Nobody has reached yet. If he pushes in too hard, he'll be spotted by the Reina, but he actually manages to. He has moved back,
does
and
find a
Fury
kill.
Fighter will be quickly moving back.
Enemy removed.
For the defuse, he has not even defused it half yet, and he'll be taken out. The Hellfire coming in. Daquan puts in his slow orb, and he will be going for the defuse, but Ash has his Hunter's Fury, and he spotted the Sage. Yep, he saves it for the end, and he takes that last kill. 11-6. They're still on the B side, and they've actually not made any plays in this side.
Enemy remains.
Wall comes in, forgets to. Looks like Team Lakehawks will be going back towards the first top kill we've seen in this match. For coming in with the kill on
One
Conquesta.
enemy remaining.
Things are not looking too good at this point for the Lakehawks, and SRM will be pushing in hard. Maybe coming in by 4. Yes.
Sir, now the side of attackers are completely boxed in from too many angles to be clearing it. Now Asper
Enemy
lands the
remaining.
third and going to be
By 4 before he gets a chance to react, and he'll bring up as well. 3v5, another kill by Frank. 2v5 now for the
Enemy
defenders.
remaining.
Another one by Frank. Frank and Fur are basically just the Hunter's Fury coming in to prevent the spike from being planted, and he at this point coming in. Jim Esports too. He has gotten both of them. It's a 1v2. They will try to go ahead and get a few picks, but they will be unable to do that. Daquan takes out Lightning Z4's ultimate, but Daquan gets taken out by Napster.